Hello, Blues, and welcome to the Manchester Blues Show. I'm slurring my words. That's not a good sign. I've not even had a drink. It is 16:52. We kick off in just under 40 minutes. We've had the team news, guys. Dan, have you seen the team?
I've seen briefly that Ruben Diaz is on the bench and
Yes.
Aguero's back.
Let's have a quick run through. So we've got Edison in net, our new penalty taker. I am convinced he's taking a penalty today.
Yeah.
Absolutely convinced of it. It's 8. Do you know he's 8-1 in the bookies to score today? Anyway. Left back, we've got who we got? Left back Zinchenko, Laporte, Stones, Cancelo, Gundogan, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Jesus, Foden. Not a bad team, that. A little bit apprehensive about, like what you said, with what's his face being on the bench, with Diaz. But Laporte and Stones, no mugs. Stones had an amazing season. Laporte was we were trumping Laporte up last season, and he's just basically not been able to get into the team because Diaz has been so good. So maybe this is the time for those two to show us actually those two are just as good without Diaz. What do you think, pal?
I mean, a lot of praise has been given to Ruben Diaz, and quite rightly so. He's been absolutely exceptional so far this season. He's been the main man that's come in. He's not the captain, but you can definitely tell he's a voice in the whole team. But not only that, we've got to give credit to John Stones as well, the way he's matured as well, because he's become a lot more vocal, a lot more commanding of the rest of the team. Not only that, Diaz is quiet. Stones is telling everyone, look, get in line. He's moving everyone, not to the point where he's doing Ruben Diaz picking up Zinchenko style, but he's telling people where to be.
Yeah,
and I think that's what he's been lacking, just that belief in himself that he can do it. Because we've all known on his day, he's an absolutely phenomenal defender. He just needed that partner just to be able to bring it out of him a bit more comfortably. And hopefully now that we know how good a defender Laporte is, hopefully now all those three, and hopefully Ake in time, will come into the play and all be that they can all be commanding figures and all know that on their day they can be the best Premier League centre-back on the day, no matter who's playing. And I think that's credit to John Stones as well. So for me, I don't think there's going to be any phase with him and Laporte starting alongside each other. And yeah, quite right what you said. It'll be quite interesting to see how they progress, and hopefully Laporte might get a bit more game time as well.
Well, let's give you a quick run through for the opposition for today. Spurs playing a 4-2-3-1 formation with Lloris, Tanganga, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis, Nbele, Hoberg, Lamela, Mora, Son, and Kane leading the line up front. Dangerous attacking lineup. How are we doing, Lee? You okay, pal?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
One of my favourite kits you're wearing there, pal. I'm loving that. Where are we thinking the danger's going to come from today? Is it the obvious front four that Spurs are going to stick out?
Yeah, definitely. Son and Kane linking up. I've just seen the team sheets now. I'm looking at it as we speak. Yes. I think attacking wise, especially with Diaz not featuring. Got to be careful, I think. But I hit him early on the attack. That'll be my game plan.
We've got to be really positive for the fact that Sergio's on the bench as well, aren't we? That's great. So good to see him. Are we going to actually see? Do you think we'll see him today?
86th minute. I reckon he'll come on.
What, when we're 4-0 up and we're not worrying anymore about it?
Yeah, he'll pull his hamstring in the 87th minute.
Oh no! Don't say that. That sounds like worst nightmare territory. So it's Spurs is a funny team. I hate Spurs. I don't know why I hate Spurs. I've never liked Spurs, and we had a spell of beating them all the time. And over the last couple of seasons with the Champions League and one game and VAR just not going for us, they seem to have turned a tide against us, and they seem to be able to get points off him. But obviously today is the pre-show to the League Cup final. So I want a really good performance today, lads. Dan, how do you think we're going to play today? I'm just turning this light down.
If I'm honest, I think this is going to be more of an interesting game than the Liverpool game. Liverpool, you understood what they were going to do. They were going to come at you in the opening blocks and try and pressure you as early as possible. Spurs are, despite not being the best of form, especially under Mourinho in recent weeks, they are compact. They do have a way of playing. It's just a case of, can we exploit it to the degree where we want 2, 3, maybe even 4 goals today? Because they're just one of them teams, like you said, Tom. You just don't know what to expect from them. And this game's that as well. It's a massive positive, two massive positives that we're at home and Lo Celso's not playing. Because I think Giovanni Lo Celso goes under the radar for a lot of fans of the football in general. He's a great player. And the fact that he's not in the team at all today is a massive plus because he can provide so much attacking threat. But we can now exploit that back line. It's a bit tetchy. Hugo Lloris is letting a couple of howlers against Everton that he should be saving. A goalkeeper of his caliber. I don't really know what to expect. I hope City continue the way we're doing, pressing when we're not off the ball, winning it back and keeping our passing going. Guardiola said it after the previous game against Spurs where we lost. It was the last league game we lost, I think, before we went on this incredible run. He knows that we needed to slow the tempo down, be a bit more passive, be a bit more clinical and run less, which I thought was a bit weird at the time, but it makes sense, especially when we're not on the ball. Get the ball back, play our game, and I think that's the only way we'll beat Spurs. If we just concentrate on our game, not worry about what tactics Mourinho is going to throw out, just concentrate on our game, and I think we'll win it.
It's an interesting... What's your thoughts, Dan? How do you think we're going to fare today?
Me.
Yeah, I think the worst thing we could possibly do is start off flying, go 1-2-0 up, then come off the gas. Because they will, without a doubt, have a lot of attacking chances. I think like we do it. I've seen it a few times. We go 1-0 up, 2-0 up really early on, sort of first 5-10 minutes, and then you're defending the whole game. Then I think if we do that against Tottenham, I think we could come unstuck. But like as Dan said, if we stick to our own game plans, keep going forward, I think we could be all right.
It's a funny one, this, because I'm always worried about the opposition. And then I think to myself, do you know what? We'll look at our starting lineup. Gundogan is the highest scoring player in the Premier League so far in 2021. In 7 goals in 8 matches. He's having a belting form at the moment, and he's coming right into this game on the top of his game. We can't be nervous having players like that with us playing for us at the moment, can we?
Joe, it's just strange you say that because you look at Tottenham, you know, bloody hell, like, you know, I'm a bit nervous about this. How much they be feeling looking at how we're playing at the minute? And like you say, like Gundogan, Foden's having an amazing period at the minute. But yeah, like you say, we shouldn't really be worried about anyone if we're being honest. And that's a bit of an arrogant sort of thing to say, but yeah, I don't think we should be worrying. But it is what it is, and anything can happen.
Right, so let's go on to, you obviously saw about Mourinho had some really nice words to say about Pep the last couple of days, which is quite... I wasn't expecting, actually. I really wasn't expecting to hear something nice coming out of Mourinho's mouth before this game. Is this a reverse to his normal mind games? Is he trying to play Mr. Nice Guy now to try and like get under... I don't know, I don't trust it. I want him to be nasty and horrible.
You know what to expect from him when you come up Mourinho, no matter who he's managing, whether it's United, Spurs or Real Madrid, you always know he's got that inch about him that can be a right dick. But especially if you watch the Spurs documentary, All or Nothing documentary, there's such a side to him that is never aired, and he is a really humble bloke, a down-to-earth bloke. He's just such a cocky sod at the same time. And I was saying to City Dave a few months back, I wouldn't want him managing City because I don't like the new tactics he's developed, but I wouldn't mind if he was sort of like a voice in the club as a general. He knows so much about football. He's so down to earth. But like I said about that cocky side, he knows how to play it. And I think that nice tactic about him being friendly about Guardiola, I think that is real. But I'm just waiting for that Mourinho bit to come in and go, yeah, if we won today, he'll go, oh yeah, we spoke before the game, yeah, we're you know, lovely talks about each other, and then he goes, best team lost today, and I think I was the best manager. You know, there's something going to come out of it. Even if Spurs win, oh yeah, Guardiola's a top manager, the best manager won today, and you know, I'm just waiting for it. But I can still see a bit of cockiness on the touchline as well today.
Oh, it's a funny one, isn't it? So we got Diaz on the bench today. A lot of people on Facebook asking the question why. Obviously, he didn't play the other day. There was suspected of a stomach bug. Something going wrong. So he's obviously match fit to be on the bench. I just generally think this is Pep doing Pep roulette. doing Pep what he does best, and he must fancy Laporte more than Diaz to prove that this centre half partnership of Stones and Laporte can work and can come to fruition. There's only one way to find out, and that's by sticking these two in. Everyone asking on Facebook, why is he on the bench, etc., etc. I just generally think that it's time that he gives him a little bit more of a rest and sticks Laporte in and see what happens with it. Do I agree with that? No. You play your best team. You play your absolute best team, and Diaz and Stones have built up a phenomenal relationship and are doing fantastically well. What do you think, Lee?
Yeah, I've always been of that opinion myself. Like, don't fix what ain't broken. Put your best strong in, even in cup matches. I'd say pick strongest 11 out. Go 3-4-0 up, and then bring off your players you want to rest. You like your Diaz and, if he was with us, De Bruyne. Do you know what I mean? I'd always say the strongest team you've got available, play them out. They're showing Aguero now on old Sky. So have a good look at that. But yeah, I don't know. But at the same time, we don't want the players that aren't playing to sort of lose all their form, and should we get an injury, not do the job when they brought him. Job on.
So we got in the back four. We've got Cancelo, Stones, Laporte, and Zinchenko. I've not spoken to you about Zinchenko the last couple of weeks. How do you think he's coming on? Is he the right option there?
I don't know. Do you know? It's a yes and no for me. Yes, going forward, I think the way we play going forward, he's absolutely brilliant. But he does still make me nervous. Coming back a few times. I can't remember which game it was. Who was it again? It might have been Liverpool a few times early on. Is it Liverpool? Can't remember if it was Liverpool or not. Can't remember who it was. We were playing. I texted the old man saying he's worrying me. There's a few times after I said that, he lost the ball. He gave it away a couple of times. But that said, if we're going to play going forwards, I think he's a good choice for that left side. But defensively, I wouldn't say he's quite how I'd have him. But then again, he's definitely over Mendy, without a doubt. So yes, yeah.
Right, let's move on to what people are saying online. Hope everyone's well. Ryan Askew's gone 2-1 City. It's going to be a tough one. They're going to play 11 men behind the ball. Hello, Ryan. Hope you're well. Lorraine and Derek, hope you two guys are okay. Is Son playing, Ryan? Yeah, Son's definitely playing, and he's going to be. He seems to have an absolute belter against us whenever he plays. So I'm pretty disappointed he's playing. Zach Raphael 3-1 City. I love a 3-1 scoreline. Derek and Lorraine are going 3-0. Lee Scott's going 2-1 to the Blues. Dave Wilson 4-0. Matt Giles 4-1. Neil Horrell 4-1 City. Jesus to score first. Jennifer Lang over in sunny Australia. Good morning, Jennifer. It will be over there, won't it? What we have here, Luke Bailey. Where the hell is Diaz in the lineup? Yeah, Luke. Sorry, mate.
No one's as gutted as me. Don't you worry about it.
Pep Roulette coming on again. Lots of 3-1s. We're ready to win tonight. Loads of positivity coming into this. Brian Buller, how are we doing? Brian, one of our admins, he's going 3-1 City. Jesus to score 2. And Edison with a pen. I'm telling you, lads, Edison's scoring today. I'm having this. I just don't... What are you laughing at? He is. Trust me. Chris Fonz, 2-0. I just hope these changes are going to apply to the Leon. Yeah, Chris, don't worry about the Leon game, mate. I think Pep's learned from that. I'm convinced he has. He's not made that many changes. I think he's made 5 changes from the last game, but that was a cup game against Swansea. So the 5 changes, I think, are it is 5 changes, isn't it, from memory? But yeah, I think the 5 changes will be just. And I think anyone within our 24-man squad's capable of playing against Spurs, if I'm honest. Mendy on his good day, Mendy on his bad day, he couldn't play for within amateurs, but never mind. What about you two? Have you two give us your predictions yet?
Not yet.
Go on then. Come on then.
I can unfortunately definitely see us conceding. I'm going 4-1. 4-1.
4-1s. Oh God, 4-1s today.
4.
Yeah, people see. As soon as people see Diaz not in the team, they're putting that 1 next to Spuds. What do you reckon, Dan?
2-0 win. I go back to what I said. I don't know what to expect from the game, but there's something about me that's thinking it's going to be better defensive today without Diaz in and with Laporte than it would be without Diaz, and I don't know why. I think we'll have a better all-round gameplay today, and I think that might be down to Guardiola thinking, look, our best defender on so far this year isn't playing, so we need to be a bit more
cagey. More cagey.
Cagey. And I think there'll be a lot more passing along the back line just to feed Laporte in. Because we have to remember, he's hardly played this year compared to what he has done. Is he match fit? You know, has he got a full 90 minutes against the top 6 team in him? It remains to be seen. But nah, 2-0. I think we'll end up defending well. I think Cancelo will be the one stepping up for the penalty if we get one.
Yeah, we talked about Cancelo. We also talked. I don't think we talked about it. I'd love to see Phil Foden take a penalty.
Phil Foden and Cancelo before Ederson.
Why not? Stick one in the back of the net, Phil. Whether Pep, whether there's more senior players ahead of him that would rather put their hand up.
I don't think the seniority comes into it. I think if you're just good enough to put a dead ball in the back of the net, you're good enough, really.
I'm sure every one of those players is good enough. Surely to God.
But I just think Cancelo is an absolute gem on the ball in technical ability. I'm sure he can whip a power. I mean, we've seen him score some goals, especially that one for Portugal in the summer. Smashes a ball in the back of the net from a long way out. Do that from the penalty spot. You know, I've never understood players that place a ball from a penalty. Smash it. You know, what side the keeper's going to go. If you smash it into the back of the net, they're not going to get it. They might get a hand to it, and you might get lucky eventually. But 9 times out of 10, I think that's why a lot of people want Ederson to take it, because he can lash a ball.
Do you know what? Yeah, stick your toe behind it. Just absolutely thunder thingy it. I can't swear, can I? It's not still quite early.
So I'm playing goal myself, and of all the penalties, the ones that are placed, you can read them like a book. They're going that way, you know, one way or the other. As soon as you dive, if they're going that same way, you can watch the flight of the ball. If that's getting launched at you at 50 miles an hour, like you say, you get a hand to it, either goes through your hand and breaks your hand, or they get a touch and it fires into the net anyway.
Absolutely.
It's like panic of things, isn't it? You know, the old chip they do and that. It's like, I've always thought.
Have you had one of them scored against you by any chance?
Oh, I've touched wood, not yet. It's only played 6-a-side. The goals isn't big enough. But I've always thought if they chip it, surely the keeper can look at that, get back up again, just catch the ball. Like, sure, it's not quite that straightforward when you're in a big goal, but with my little goals, it's like, yeah. But I reckon Zinchenko would be a good penalty taker as well. He can lever him and all, can't he?
Who's that?
Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Zinny, yeah.
He's got hell of a strike, and he has them from like 30, 40 yards out. But like you say, he should be hitting the target every single time, shouldn't you, from a penalty at this level of football.
You're spot on there. Meet Sarah on Facebook. You'd be happy with a draw. Happy with a draw. We've won the last 15 games. Happy with a draw against Spurs.
I have to say, I wouldn't mind a draw.
Oh, yeah, but if we're losing 3-0 with 5 minutes to go, I'd be happy with a draw.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, if it's a 0-0, I'd still be happy.
Oh.
I don't think I could ever say I'm happy with a draw. I think, that's good, that. But
no, don't get me wrong. Hands down, I'd want to win every single time. But, you know, a draw won't be the end of the world for me. I think we've got that game in hand. Obviously, United play West Brom, who are their favourite team tomorrow. And I know Leicester Liverpool got smashed today, didn't they? Another cock-up.
Yeah.
Alisson.
I know we're going off topic, but just bring on that again. Did either of you two see Schmeichel's save in the first half?
No.
I didn't watch the game.
What, if you can, have a look at that save. Literally, the ball, we're talking about smashing balls in the back of the net from the penalty with just some pace. I think it was Salah. Just smashes the ball. And Schmeichel leaves a trail. He was diving to his left and the ball was going to his right. And he just left that out of hand on the right. And he parried the ball away without moving his hand. It was so firm. If Ederson could implement that into his game, Ederson would be the complete goalkeeper. He really would. I know we're off topic there.
Yeah, look at that beautiful stadium. The Etihad is looking mighty fine. Well done to Lee, the groundsman, fan of the show. How are we doing, pal?
That's the point, actually. You brought that up, Lee. You're most, every time you've been on live, you've been ahead. Have you got pause and play?
I've got it on Sky on the TV.
Can you pause it?
I can, mate.
Right.
Let's make sure. Synchronise watches.
Tom, no, when the game's kicked off, because you tend to be ahead of me, and I'm ahead of Tom, so Tom's left behind third wheel, you know, and it's a bit harsh on him. He gets it enough with me as it is, but
do you know, the worrying thing is I've become to enjoy it. I've become to seeing it and you watching it, and then I know what's going to happen next. And it's like, we got a goal coming. This is novel.
well, we'll leave Tom out then, Lee. You and me sink it. Tom can just, lag behind.
We'll do that. We'll figure out what we'll do when the game kicks off. I'll pause it on 10 seconds, and then when yours hits 10, we'll go.
Absolutely.
Go! Brian
Let's
Buller.
score in the first 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Brian Buller. Laporte is under scrutiny today. Massive game for Laporte today.
Yeah.
Massive game for him today, Brian. You're absolutely spot on there now. Evening, James Taylor. How we doing, my mate? Looking forward to this game. On the side note, the snoods are amazing. Yes, James, the snoods are amazing. Thank you, my mate. You can buy them $6.95. Still available. Where's mine? Why am I not wearing one?
Just to cut in with the stats, the last 2 Premier League meetings, Tottenham have scored 4 goals. We haven't scored any. We've had 41 attempts to their 7.
Say that again.
Wow.
I was just typing something. Say that again.
Last 2 meetings, Spurs have scored 4. We've scored 0. We've had 41 attempts to their 7.
Yeah, you look at that stat, and then look at touches in opposition box.
100 to 2 at 20 in City's favour. That is astonishingly bad. Hopefully, that is our omen to win today.
Yeah. Does anyone know what that expected goal stat's supposed to be about? I've never got that.
Never understood it.
The XGs? No, I never really got into that. It's
like somebody sat in the corner of the room going, I expect them to score 4 today. And
yeah, it's, I don't know. What is the XG for City today?
4.
That's the last 2 meetings, I think, weren't it?
Yeah, 4 point something to Spurs' 1 point something. I don't get it.
Do you know what? It's funny. I've got that. I'm about 30 seconds behind you. I've got the live stats thing. The last couple of meetings. Jose Mourinho standing there looking like he's in a Chinese trying to work out what to order, and Pep Guardiola's look like he's in the queue at B&Q ready to buy some screws. What's wrong with these pictures?
How nice for his trainers, though.
Yeah, they're nice, weren't they? Actually, yeah, I like them.
Smart, don't they?
I did like
look
them.
at that.
Karen Denham 2-1 to City. A lot of people think we're going to concede today. Big game. Rodri on the pens for Ryan Askew.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
I'd go for that.
I bet he can hit him, can't he?
Yeah. A big shout out to Rodri. In fact, he's having a tremendous season so far, and I think he's another one that's going under the radar. He's successfully attempted the most passes in the whole of the league so far this year.
I like that stat.
A lot of people say he's passing back a lot more. I think he's passing a lot further forward now. If you concentrate, I know you say this to me, Tom, with Gundogan. Concentrate on him today. You'll see more balls played forward by Rodri than you would most people in that middle of the park.
Sorry, I'm just watching the figures of Cancelo. Do you know what? I genuinely don't know what position Cancelo is anymore. I know where he plays him, but it's just. I love to see his heat map. His heat maps must be midfield, just under midfield position, where I suppose Gundogan and Rodri should be. It's fantastic, really, isn't it? So is he your man of the match to watch today, Dan Cancelo?
If we get a penalty, yeah. I'd love to see him take a penalty. I really would. But in terms of there's 2 players I want to keep an eye on. That is Rodri, because he's going to have to break down a lot of midfield play through Kane and Son, because those 2 are going to be assisting each other left, right, and centre today. And I think Rodri is going to be a main part of that. But the other one is Phil Foden. He's coming into this game on some absolutely blistering form. He's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Now, can he do it against a tough Spurs opposition? That back line should be able to be broken down without a doubt. Dyer, Sanchez, Tanganga and Davies should be broken down. But he's going to have his work cut out in terms of how much they surround him, because he's going to be that main man. Gundogan's going to help him out a touch, because I think Gundogan's going to be playing more central today in terms of a forward role. Jesus is going to cut out to the left. I want to see what positions Foden picks up and how he can break down across the field, because the right wing position, he was tremendous against Liverpool. I mean, that goal he scored, cutting in on his left and firing it in the back of the net. I want to keep an eye on him and see how he progresses through this game and what positions he plays better in, because I think he's a player that's starting to find out that he's not got a specific position anymore. Before it was attacking midfielder through the central. I think he can play anywhere that front line, back striker.
That's an interesting. Our subs bench is looking quite strong, isn't it? If we have any need options for later, let's give a read out for the subs bench. We've got Stefan, Walker, Diaz, Aguero, Torres, Mendy, Mahrez, Garcia, Doyle. Such a strong bench, that, isn't it? If you were Spurs, knowing that Aguero's on the bench, you'd be a bit worried, wouldn't you? He's got to come back. Sergio's going to come back hungry. He's going to be chomping at the bit to get on the pitch today, isn't he?
Do you know, it'd be interesting to see how, with him being on the bench, whether that upsold Jesus' performance at all, because he's been a bit hit and miss, hasn't he, recently?
It's true that, pal. Yeah, he still scores though, doesn't he? He still manages to get the ball in the back of the net though.
Yeah. I think it's frustrating how many chances he has compared to how many he scores. Which 'cause I think obviously he's desperate to get his goals, isn't he? So as a striker, you are going to have a go on goal, as opposed to, I don't know, square it to a midfielder or someone else. That means you want to get the goals, don't you? But I don't know. So sometimes his decision making, I question that a little bit. But like I say, but I see a 4-4-2 though with him and Aguero playing together.
Do you think he'll ever do that? We've talked about this before.
I don't know. It's not really his style, is it? But I'd like to see it myself. If can work together. It goes back to the days of Negredo and Aguero when they were together. I used to love watching them two together.
Just to give you a quick stat, Aymeric Laporte, because obviously a lot of people are saying we're going to concede today. Aymeric Laporte has won 54 of his last 66 Premier League appearances. 82% win ratio.
Why are we worrying? Well, maybe it's just me worrying. Maybe it's just me.
Not bad as sounds of it. It's only me predicting a clean sheet today.
You know what I'm like though. It gets a bit nerve-wracking.
Predict a loss, Tom. Last time you predicted a loss, we won.
I'm not predicting anything. I'm not touching that with a barge pole. I tell you what, Micah Richards is doing well, isn't he? In fact, I've just seen the stats for how many goals Son has scored against us in the last 5 games. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
We saw that about 30 seconds ago.
This is the problem. You two watch it on telly, aren't you? I'm streaming it from. I'm literally in the office, in the garden. The telly is about 12 miles that way. I wish my house was that big. Actually, it's about 12 yards. I can see it from here. Look at this.
Not a bad stat for him. Is it? 5 goals in 5 appearances.
Hang on a sec. There we go.
Someone handed you a beer.
Game ready. Game ready. Sorry.
Are you promoting it by any chance?
No. $6.95.
We'll get one.
Right. I'm looking forward to this now. 11 minutes to kick off. I am right up for this. Neil Horrell, let's do like we did against Liverpool last week. Yes, Neil, completely agree. Do you know what, Dan? I'm going to say it again, pal.
First goal
wins this. Especially against this team. Especially against this team.
I have to completely agree. It's going to be a really cagey team display for both teams. As long as we can quieten down Son and Kane today, stick Roger on at least one of them, worry about the rest. I think we'll not sail through. I think we'll get through it. I don't expect a big scoreline today at all. Not one like 4-1 or anything like that. 2-0 for me. I think we'll do well in terms of keeping a clean sheet. We'll concede in the opening 10 seconds.
Oh, Jay Mangan, how we doing, Jay? Long time no speak, pal. If we get a pen, Edison is going to take it. Jay, you should have listened to me 20 minutes ago. I said exactly the same thing. Edison is going to absolutely smash one into the top of the net tonight. I'm telling you. Put a bet on. No, don't put a bet on. I don't agree with betting whatsoever. Phil, James Taylor.
It's interesting with comments.
Well, I don't know. What did he say? I know he said something about he is the best or something.
He says after the miss, he said, I'm really going to have to think about where we go from here in terms of it. And then they mentioned Edison and goes, well, we just have to see, won't we?
Why not? I don't see the issue. Like I said to you against a game against Liverpool, I think there's a big... There's a thing about goalkeepers taking penalties, a bit like taking the piss a little bit. It's kind of like it's not really seen as a done thing to do.
Yeah.
But now it's got to the stage where every one of our good players has taken and missed a penalty. So if we need to score, it's no longer taking the piss for one other person to try because we've tried so many to have regular penalty takers. Lee, we're just saying about Edison, Blue Moon, love that, Lee.
Beautiful stuff.
Absolutely stuff. Just saying about Edison taking penalties, we've kind of gone past that persona now of it not being right for a goalkeeper to take a penalty because it's not like seen as the right thing to do. But literally, everyone who should take one has taken one and missed, and we've got such a bad record against penalties. What's the harm? I genuinely, that's it now for me. No holds barred. Stick.
You watched it. We'll do a Panenka, won't we? Panenka, sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't, honestly. I wouldn't.
Or at least he'll miss it. You watch all this big hype.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ran and backheeled it into the back of the net. He could do absolutely anything.
To be fair, Who was that? Was it a Brazilian keeper that used to take all the free kicks? Can't remember who that was. He scored. He had a ridiculous rate. He scored like
Of recent years.
Sorry, mate.
Of recent years. This is a recent keeper.
I'd probably say early 2000s. He was about. I'll have to go in a minute. But he's a goalkeeper. He should take free kicks, and I think his score rate was something stupid like 75-80%.
Yeah, I remember him.
And he used to, honestly, let me find out what his name was, because honestly, you've got YouTube clips of him. And
Julio Cesar, was it?
Sorry, mate.
What Cesar was it? Former QPR into Milan.
No,
he had a whip on him as well.
Who was
You're just joining me. I'm on about his goal kick. That sounded a bit wrong.
Who was it?
I'll be whipping anything else.
Can't think who it was now. Let me find it. Bear me a second. Oh yeah, is it Rogerio Ceni? He was active from 1990 to 2015.
What was his name?
Rogerio Ceni, Ceni. Ceni.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
No idea who he is.
Top one. Just the top one.
Rogerio Ceni.
Ceni, yeah.
That was close.
How big's the font on your phone?
Sorry, mate.
How big's the font on your phone?
I zoomed in.
Oh.
There you go. Just so I can see it. There you go.
3 words per line. It's like, do you need glasses, Leo? You just like taking it. Oh, I don't need glasses. No, I'll just make the text bigger.
It's not that bad yet.
Yeah, it depends what score it is today. No, I didn't see it. Reece Schofield, come on, City. Ryan askew. Was it Chilavert for Paraguay was deadly? Chilavert? I'm not too sure. I didn't really follow much overseas football.
Might have been. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, like if they do the job, what's wrong with it? Do you know what I mean? Like if he was, like say, scoring 75-80% of his free kicks, then let him take them. Do you know what I mean? But same penalties. If he's going to rock it into the top corner, it don't matter, does it? But then it's always that it's 0-0. You get a penalty. Do you then risk him coming up, missing it, and then conceding?
Well, that's where the tactical foul comes in, isn't it? Because someone's going to get absolutely nobbled if the ball comes out of play and Edison's 5 miles from the net. Quick tactical foul and kick the ball away. That's someone's going to be taking a yellow card for it there. It's a tough one.
Looking at them, you'll see these stats in a minute. But looking at them, we should hammer these games. We've played 14, they've played 13. We've won 12, they've won 4.
And then the stats have just gone off your screen because I did with mine. I was just about to fill it. Tom, you can do it. You're about 30 seconds behind.
I'm still watching the Liverpool game. I'm that far behind.
You know what, right? I've got
4-1!
I've got a good theory as to why we've been playing really well since Christmas. I've always said with my dad, like, I had this running joke that Mahrez, you know.
Oh, here's the stats. Stop the stats. City played 14, 13, so we won 12, they've won 4, draws 4-2 for Tottenham, defeats 5, none for City. Since when's this? Premier League's tail of the table. Oh yeah, this is our record for this season basically since November. Won 12 to their 4, we've drawn 2 to their 4, we've lost none to their 5, goals conceded. Gone. Yeah.
Full time. Yeah, thanks for that, Tom. It's full time with 3-0.
The Spurs players are lining up.
Oh, they're already out.
Oh, come on, Blues.
Yeah.
That's last time, I swear.
Bale's looking cold. I assume Bale's not playing today. We didn't read him out. We didn't read his name out, did we?
Warmed
Bale?
up now.
I used to love Bale. He just doesn't seem to want it anymore, does he? Yeah, I would have loved Bale at City.
Everyone bangs on about loving Bale. He was a great footballer, yeah, granted, but he was such a dick.
He's won 4 Champions Leagues. He could be a dick for City for winning a Champions League if he wants.
Well, yeah, but I understand the joke and how he was mistreated. And he shouldn't have been mistreated at Real Madrid. He won loads for them and quite single-handedly in some cases. But him and Mourinho must be the worst match made in heaven ever. Because them two must drive each other up the wall, won't they? Mourinho's obviously sick of Bale already. Bale's just sick of football from the looks of things. And I just think I'd prefer Mourinho over Bale.
It just seems like Bale's just seeing his time out now, doesn't it? He's seeing his contracts out, getting his paydays.
Exactly. It's a shame. I will admit he's a dick, but he's a good footballer, hands down. But past few years, I don't know if it's his confidence through the way he was treated at Madrid that's just throwing him out the window, or maybe he's just not hungry for it anymore.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Let's just have a read through Facebook. Nat Janu, hi and Nat, 4-1 City win. James Taylor, 3-0 City. Who's that? Nat's evening, how are we doing? Yeah, that's fine. Ethan Shaw, Rodri can hit the ball, he certainly can. What about Bernardo Silva for a penalty from Neil Horrell? Not a bad shout, Reece Schofield. Come on, City. Lots of come on, Cities. Come on, let us know who scores, everybody. Who's your first goal scorer, or is it going to be a drab nil?
Right. Ryan's just continued from his Schillervert thing, goalkeeper. 67 goals for a goalkeeper.
It might have been him. It might have been him I was thinking about.
Bloody hell. Imagine if that were Edison. Sod Aguero.
Do you know what it's saying about how good we've been since Christmas? Was I run anything mad about Mahrez, but I couldn't, I'd have sold him in a heartbeat, given a chance. Never really warmed to him. My dad's always like, oh, you love him secretly. But at Christmas, he got me this. So, and then every game we've played, I've put him watching with me and we've won. So he's the lucky charm.
Stick him up. Get him somewhere.
Mini Mahrez, there he is. Look.
It's probably because he's there with you and not on the pitch. It's why we won.
We score, he's going to give it the old celebration across the screen.
Reminds me of Team America for some reason, seeing that Bob by.
America!
Come on, boys. I love that training jacket City have got. I like that.
Dear me.
Stones, Laporte, Foden, Gundogan, Bernardo saying hello to the Portuguese lads with Jose. Oh, that's not surprising. Here come the refs. Here come the VAR lads. Come on, VAR.
I'm the one that up.
Something's going to happen today. Yeah, something's going to happen today, isn't it? I can see it.
Right.
Right, I'll tell you what, I've
remember, Lee.
got a good idea for the sinking, right? When they take the knee, the second the knee's at the floor, we'll pause.
Oh, it's a joke. That's too technical. At least with the numbers, I can count down.
I like that idea.
And then when your knee's at the floor, we'll push play again.
Cool.
Pardon?
I'm gonna delay it 10 seconds, so I'm ahead of you.
Yeah.
Revenge.
They will pretend to push pause then.
I'm all geared up. Remember, I'm a Yorkshire lad, slow as we are anyway.
Tell me when you're pausing.
Right, okay.
I'm still on Lloris.
What's your picture currently, Lee? I'm seeing Jesus.
Yeah, he's now doing a different. He's kicking his bum again. Now he's jogging to the side.
Legs up in the air. He's doing some
bouncing
sort
up and down, doing a dance.
Dyer.
Yeah. Well, you're about half a second in front of me. You are.
I'm ahead of everyone. Get in.
You said Dyer. Then he come on.
Neil Horrell, who's going to be the first one to get sent off. Hopefully not Laporte or John Stones.
The Ederson. There goes his penalty.
Phil Foden. I've got a good feeling for Phil Foden today. He's going to be right into it. Look, it's bloody. I tell you what, lads, it's cold in Manchester today. It's cold. Come on, Blue. The players need to be lots of running today.
Hang on.
Right. When the knees at the floor, got a bit of a panoramic view at the minute.
Come on, change picture. Edison, no, Lloris even. Come on. Yeah.
Get ready to pause. Oh, the old chopper view, didn't they?
It's taking a while.
Turn your sound off, Dan. We might get told off for showing the game.
You all right, sorry? I haven't got the sound on. It's Archie screaming.
Yeah, that mine's off now.
Good lad, nice one.
Yours is off. Still not down on the knees on mine.
No, he's talking to me.
Now they are.
Right, hang on. We've got the bird's eye view. The players are in the centre circle. They're about to do it. Cracking angle of the outside of the pitch. This. It must be a drone. Not a bad angle, actually. Lloris running back to his net. Quite a lot of players and quite a lot of coaching staff in the stand, just above the where the players come out.
Something I have to do. Turn me Sky Sports notifications off. That's just bleep. So kicked off. I'll give the game away.
Come on, City.
Is your viewing being brought to you by carrier pigeons?
There you go. Done.
Beautiful.
Right, let's have this, boys.
Just kicked off, yet?
No? Wait? Prat! Now we have.
Now we have.
That's it. Come on, City.
Just want to say, nobody post any live links on the page.
Oh, they don't care. They don't listen to you, Dan. They're all knobheads.
Well, I'll block each and every single one of you, so there you go. Ha!
Oh, by the way, sorry. We are swearing, just in case anyone else is wondering. This is explicit.
Right,
Let's have this, boys. Right, so we're looking. Yeah, Cancelo's playing way forward again. We got Diaz and There's not Diaz, is it?
Laporte and
Stones. He was one that needs glasses. Love that Colin Bell thing in the background as well. The King, 1946. I tell you, I hope they do something for Colin Bell when we're allowed back in the stadium. Yeah. We will do, won't we? We're bound to do something.
I think so.
We have to.
And obviously for David Silva as well on leaving us. I'd like to see him back.
It was lovely touch from the organisers of Bell's funeral to have the hearse drive by the stadium.
Yeah.
Back outside the stadium. That was lovely, that. Just a shame he couldn't have a proper send-off, like you said. We will, though.
He will. He'll get one. He'll get one. 100%.
Be interesting to see where Zinchenko plays with him, not just on the ball. Well, it's not with Cancelo, but he looks like he's driving more infield like Cancelo's doing. Cancelo's making a darting run now. Gabriel Jesus out on the right, Phil Foden further out on the right. Bringing it onto the edge of the penalty box. Looking for the overlapping run. Brings it back into Gabriel Jesus just outside. Back out, switching to Cancelo. Edging forward. Phil Foden in the penalty box on the turn. Takes it and wins a corner off, I think, Emil Højbjerg. And it's an early corner for City, 2 minutes in.
I thought he was a touch offside there when he played that.
No, I did.
Oh, he wasn't, was he? He was very close. Was he offside?
I think it's good that we didn't score then. Rule must do a lot of players' headings, knowing that you can get a corner and score from a corner if you're offside, but if you score from an offside, it's offside.
Come on, John Stones.
Ball whips in. Header over the crossbar by Rodri. Well over the crossbar.
Still ahead of you by about 5 seconds. They're going to pause it and play it again. There you go. I have no idea. No idea. How many seconds do you want? Minutes and seconds?
I'm on
20. I'll go on 30. 29. 30.
Right,
32, 33, 34, 35.
Oh, Tom's ahead of me. What the hell?
There you go. I think we're roughly in sync now. I'm 40, 41.
Yeah, it's close
39, 40. 41. I'm a couple of seconds behind.
Why would people not want to watch this when they've got the dream team of Carragher and Tyler on Sky? Come on, lad, you know what to watch the match.
Oh, it's either a choice of arguing about minutes or arguing about Liverpool on a City Live. You know, it's one of the two.
How refreshing is old Micah Richards though?
Brilliant. Him and Roy Keane.
Yeah. It pains me to admit it. It really pains me, but I quite like Roy Keane as a pundit.
Yeah. Him and Micah Richards, better love story than Twilight.
Yeah.
You ever watched Twilight? Have you ever watched Twilight?
No, but it's a meme, innit? Everybody's a better love story than Twilight. John Stones, Ruben Diaz, better love story than Twilight. This is part where you tell me you've got the whole collection and watch them on a regular.
Have you not watched it? You're quite good. No, I've not. I've never watched it before in my life. I got really disappointed when there's a new vampire film coming out. I was like, oh yes! What is this crap?
City putting Spurs under a lot of pressure backline then, but Spurs are able to pull away and only a counter-attack now. Jesus doing a bit of defending, but he's pushed off the ball by Lamela. The ball over the top, cut out by João Cancelo, only just finds John Stones, and City able to calm the ball down.
Son again. Son knows how to find the space. He knows how to get between the players. He's a really good... I'd love him at City, actually. I love Son at City.
Where would he play?
No idea. That's an argument for the manager. Bernardo doing well there. He needs to hold off a couple of players and pass well. Bernardo's looking lively. He's looking up for this, isn't he?
He has done for the past few games. He's had a
brilliant ball. Go on, Phil.
Into the penalty box. Holds it back with his right foot. Left-footed in. And it's cut out by the number 5 of Spurs from Jesus and cleared out for a throw-in on the near touch line.
I love Foden.
He's so good.
I said we need to keep a look out for him because he's normally out on the left, isn't he? But he seems to be playing on the right so far in the opening 5 minutes.
Bernardo is absolutely everywhere. I think Bernardo's been given a free rein, you know, lads.
Yeah, quite rightly so. He's another one that can just play anywhere, can't he?
Spanish Dave Mark too, isn't he?
Yeah. Zinchenko ball forward, out wide to Raheem Sterling. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep his form up. I want to see what I was saying to you, Tom, in the previous match against Liverpool. Sterling running with the ball. Stop holding up play. Every time he ran with the ball against Liverpool, he did something. It might not come off score, but it came to something in the end. Every time he stops the ball, we either lose possession or it's played all the way back to defenders.
I was quite critical of Raheem the other day, actually. He did have a good game, but I was quite critical of the... But saying that, if you are a player that takes people on and runs at people, there's a good chance of you losing the ball. And that's why I was critical of him, but he's not perfect. Nobody is. So maybe I was a bit harsh.
No. Foden's giving the ball away again. João Cancelo playing it all the way back to John Stones. Spurs aren't looking to press us early on.
No, they're not,
I think that'd be the game plan, won't it? Just sit back and do the Mourinho defending way. And
look at Phil on his own. Look at Phil on his own here around the right hand side. Get that ball pinged over to him while we can. Come on, boys.
Surely Raz was impeded there.
Sterling, come on, lad. Do you think so?
Kane.
I think he was soft, personally. I think he didn't have to do that.
Well, Kane getting away well here. Driving forward the left-hand side. Cut out by João Cancelo. And now Rodri's on the ball to break up the play and start an attack for City. Bernardo's...
Go on.
That's all right. He's played it back to the defence.
I was going to say, I'd be really disappointed if I was a Spurs fan watching Kane then. Took on a couple of good players, did really well, and then just ran into a City player. It was kind of, I suppose he was looking for other options, wasn't he? There's nothing
He
else.
had no support at all there, did he? Like you said, he did. He did brilliantly to get past, 2-3 players, maybe?
Jesus has just been hit in the face, if you saw that.
I see that. VAR out.
Send him off.
Joe Lucas Moura seems to have a good game against us all the time and all, doesn't he?
Good footballer. Very good.
Zinchenko breaking through.
Go on.
Pulls it back.
Shoot.
Oh,
shoot! Why are you not shooting?
No.
I think I've gone ahead of you two again. I give up with these broads.
Yeah, leave it. I think we're close. I think we're close enough, aren't we?
20 seconds.
19.
I'm ahead. I'll be behind about 5 seconds the next 10 minutes, don't you worry.
Let me just turn my notifications.
Gabriel Jesus on the edge of the penalty box. Left-footed out wide to Gundogan. In the penalty box still. On the edge of it. Gabriel Jesus with a shot blocked by still on the ball. Jesus, that's another shot blocked by Davinson Sanchez.
Do you know what? That's exactly what I was talking about. Why he can lip that out to the wing rather than have a shot.
Good defending by Spurs. Good blocks by Sanchez and Dyer. But I think Ilkay Gundogan missed his calling as a centre forward at one stage in his career, doesn't he? He seems to have that presence, that terrier presence I've been banging on. Like.
Right, how are we getting on here? What's going on? It's going to be one of those games today, isn't it? They're going to try and get us in the counter-attack. I could just see.
Yeah.
They'll play the Mourinho defensive play, won't they? They'll sit back on the ball and, like you say, play a counter-attack. But the way Mourinho sets up against the big teams seems to be a lot better than he does against the smaller teams. Now, who's number 28? It's Ndombele breaking away on the left-hand side.
Absolute monster.
In the penalty box. Over left, right. Has a shot blocked by Cancelo and John Stones. And City are able to
be careful of that. He's a monster of a footballer, Ndombele.
He's another underrated player in the league. Oh, he's so class on the ball. When he's not played is when I think most of the games he's not played, Spurs have lost or dropped points.
Bit of Yaya Toure about him, isn't there? The way he just drives for everyone.
Great shout, actually. That is perfect definition of the player, really. Not as good, but
obviously not.
I too missed that season, that 2013-14 season. Yeah. What world-class player.
Brilliant, wasn't he? Absolutely brilliant.
His old FA Cup final goal for me, that was one of his better moments.
Well, Stoke.
Stoke, weren't it? He launched it and then lobbed everyone.
Last time I cried.
When I first saw it, I weren't sure if it was a shot or not. When you look back, it's actually, yeah.
Pitch in the field of play, Phil Foden in the penalty box. He's held off by Ben Davies, who wins the ball for Spurs. Little
Salah would have gone down.
We've got to take advantage of that. If Ben Davies isn't having the best game, we need to be on him. Absolutely. Let's keep pinging the balls over to him and get him tested with Phil and backed up with Bernardo. Bernardo again, just in that floating role on the left-hand side now. Johnny Stone's on the ball. Have a dig. He's surprised. Go on.
He's making a lot of runs into space, Bernardo, and that, like you said with the free rein, I think that's something else we've missed in the recent games, should I say, is that free running of a single player. Silva had that. Silva and De Bruyne had that as well. You know, they were allowed to drift in anywhere in space, and I think that helped City a lot. Bernardo Silva making a little run in the middle there, it switched out to absolutely nobody there, but you could see that little run into the space behind all the players, and he's been on right, he's been on left, he's been deep, he's been attacking midfield, he's been centre forward in the opening 10 minutes. He's everywhere,
Cancelo,
like you said.
Cancelo running through. Good to get. Oi! Come on, City.
Here's Bernardo, a nice little flick back to
nice.
the right side. Oh, he's tried to play either Bernardo, so
unlucky.
And it goes out for a goal kick to Spurs.
Spurs are so deep. I bet you'd find that Ederson's playing a further higher line than their defenders.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cancelo did well to get a cross in there, but there's just nobody in the box, was there, to latch onto that?
So 11 minutes played, scoreline remains 0-0. City, you'd argue the better team in the opening 11 minutes, would you say, lads? Just a better passing on.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're just on top. I think we just need to capitalise. We just need to get that first goal. We just need to get the first goal, and it's really important we get it soon. We just need to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you know, Bernardo's looking lively. Would he be first goal scorer? I think it's more likely to be somebody who's going to be more likely to be in the box. I think a Jesus type player or a Gundogan getting forward. Cancelo just telegraphed that pass to Sterling then.
Zinchenko with a good tackle there just to break the Spurs counter-attack up, and City able to come away with the ball. Raheem Sterling behind the defence on the left-hand side, headed the ball into the penalty box, pulls it back, lays it off to Bernardo Silva, drags it into the box, and there's nobody there but a Spurs defender, and Spurs are able to come away with the ball.
6-6.
But they're giving it straight back to Rodri, who can't control after a miscommunication with Zinchenko, and Spurs are on the attack. Lamella on the Højbjerg on the right-hand side.
Who's got Son? Who's marking Son?
Kane. Pulled down, and the referee's given a free kick on the edge of the penalty box.
Of course he has.
And it was Laporte who conceded that foul on the edge of the penalty box for Spurs.
Don't look happy with that either, does he? Was he not happy with himself or not happy with the decision? Let's have a look.
Oh, it was a free kick.
Kane!
He's holding the wrong part of his leg.
He's an absolute disgrace.
I thought that was a foul.
He never touched him.
I bet he got the ball from behind him looking at it.
We're forgetting that Salah got a penalty from a Tom Daly impression. I think, you know, you've got to be lenient in this day. And I'd love to have been watching games when you were watching games in the older years where you'd have to break someone's neck to get a foul. Nowadays, you brush somebody's hair and you get a penalty, don't you? Even if you're in the opposition box.
You sneeze on him.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Diaz to drag the old wind sweep into position?
With the ball in. Oh, and it's the post! And it carries out. Lucas Moura still in the penalty box. Whipped in. And Ederson comes and catches it.
Let off.
That would have been harsh if that had gone in.
He's absolutely rattled the post there.
A little deflection. Saved it. Oh, Jesus.
Ederson was beaten as well.
Yeah.
That was a bit close, wasn't it? A bit close to comfort, that, lads. It's what you get for diving.
Yeah. Do you know, it's one of them, and it annoys me sometimes when we don't do it enough because everyone else does it and gets the penalties, and you think, we've gone down there.
Yeah.
Sterling does it a bit too often, doesn't he? But just sometimes, like Foden's one, he'll get act at the ankle to keep going, then he'll lose the ball. You think?
I was having this discussion with a mate at work about Sterling and all the diving antics. You know, as soon as Salah went down, a lot of people were going, oh, well, Sterling dives all the time. But if you notice, Sterling has hardly dived. The only time he's gone down is when he's actually been fouled. But more than not, he's staying on his feet and using his strength well. Where he lost the ball earlier, I thought he was fouled personally, but he used his strength brilliantly there. And against Liverpool, there was another, I think it was an attack that he tried to lay it off to... I think Phil Foden in the box. He uses his strength so well, and I never knew he had so much strength in him. If you replace that with running with the ball, we've got world-class player, game in, game out. If he just used all the abilities that he's got, not what he can, he's got them. Just doesn't do it enough.
Would you have Kane at City?
No.
Yeah, I would. I'd have him, I think.
Put that out to everyone on Facebook, YouTube. What are you thinking? Would you have Kane at City?
No. Not a chance.
Not instead of Haaland.
Very good
I'd have
point.
neither.
I'd have Haaland. You'd have Haaland, Dan. You would.
Nope. Malin or Bodo.
Oh, still in with a loose ball there. Come on, lads. Let's get over this. I think we're doing really well. I think we got most of the possession. We're attacking in the right areas. I just don't necessarily think we're making the right decisions when it comes to having shooting opportunities at the minute. We just need to tick that little box. Right, come on.
Final third pass by Gundogan. It was all the way out for a goal kick to Spurs.
Come on, Ilkay, lad. You're better than that. Who was he thinking he was going to be running after that then? Sterling?
78% possession in the opening 15 and a half minutes.
And Spurs have been closest. Spurs have been closest to scoring. That says a lot about the last 4 or 5 games against them as well.
Well, it's tying in with them stats that we read out before with 2 games. You know, hopefully that was just the last of it. I mean, in terms of gameplay, we've been better. In terms of attack and actually having a proper chance on Spurs, but that is a dirty foul by Son.
What, against us? Wasn't watching.
Do you know what as well? How many players you see kick the ball away now after a free kick's been given? Oh, it should be a yellow card.
I agree with Ryan Askew. No Kane, but I'd definitely take Son. Son over Kane any day.
I think I'd be inclined to agree with you there, actually.
I think one of the main factors I wouldn't have Kane at City is he's one of them players there. If he's in the team, sure, he can score a few goals, but the team doesn't always play well. When he's out the squad, the team
not
better.
What, against Foden, though, on the other side?
No, again, you'll see it in a second if you're not already there. Well, it should have been against Silver, it was.
Yes, I saw it. Spurs on the attack now.
His Son out left to Kane, edge of the penalty box, whips a ball in, well over the crossbar.
Is he having a shot then?
I wouldn't have him. I wouldn't have Kane. Change your mind.
James Harvey on YouTube, Kane's a BTEC Peter Crouch.
That is a foul.
Oh, it was a foul. It was a great shout, Lee. Come on.
Give him the hairdryer treatment.
You tell him, Bernardo.
Especially someone like him who doesn't dive.
Yeah. Agreed with that. Yeah, definitely.
Frank Lane.
If you find Raheem Sterling on the turn, edge of the penalty box, pulls it back. Okay, Gundogan can hopefully whip a ball in. No, pulls back to Rodri in the centre of the park.
God, this is. I feel like we're playing a expensive Burnley here.
Don't say that. They won 3-0 today.
So one thing we do well, Joe, is a patient play, innit? If it ain't working, bring it back.
We don't panic, do we? We don't panic.
Nothing's rushed.
Zinchenko lined up a shot, has a shot well over the crossbar.
Oh, Zinky, don't blame me for having a shot there, pal.
I'd like to also retract my statement about him taking our penalties.
Wait, it was close.
Predict us losing 2-0 today, Lee. And
I'll tell you what, Jesus.
You said so far is wrong.
Neither Jesus or Bernardo are going to score today. Bale don't like he wants to be there at all, does he?
He wants to be at the golf course, doesn't he? And I don't blame him.
In a sunny country somewhere, don't blame him, to be fair.
There's a crack him on there at Stadium that he can nip down to.
Yeah.
Again, infield to Lamella.
God, why do we always... Are we just committing too many players up front? Why do they always seem to have more players when they're attacking? Good little touch that by Rodri to get that clear. And again, please, Laporte gets that clear. You see what I mean? Every time the 3 or 4 counter-attacks that Spurs have had, we just seem to be like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4.
Yeah.
We just must be committing a lot, but hey, we're getting back, which is the main thing.
Let's just the ball back.
Get on the ball, Cancelo, lad. Don't lose it! Dan, who's their number 11? The guy who just gave the ball. Lamella.
He's getting on the ball quite a lot, isn't he?
He's a good little player. Yeah, he's a good little player.
It's hard to think he's been at Spurs, I think, for about 9 years now or something like that. and he's never been out on loan or anything like that. He's never had a move away or anything. He's one of the players that always seems to be in the squad, but he's never really become a proper Premier League player, if you know what I mean. I think he had it in his boot, but he was part of that progression of Spurs in the early 2010 what have you. Raheem Sterling, the penalty box goes down. I think he just
it's a penalty. That's a penalty.
Lays it over to Javier Jesus. Few step overs, lays it back off to Raheem Sterling in the penalty box. Lined up a shot. Edge of the penalty box, and Gundogan's forced to play it back a little bit further to Zinchenko. Don't think that was a penalty. I think Sterling tripped over the ball more than anything. Gundogan behind the line, pulls it back, and that's going to go out for a corner. Down?
That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Took his legs.
Yeah, that ref.
Has he given a penalty?
He's given a penalty. He's given a penalty. Ederson!
Seeing a replay here. Oh, yeah, Ederson. Gundogan with the ball. Oh, he pulls it back. Oh, I tell you what.
He took his legs! It's a penalty! Yeah. Ederson!
Tried to pull it back, Gundogan. Yeah, penalty. Has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Got to be a pen.
Ederson. Oh, is he?
Oh!
Has he given it or not? I didn't see him point.
You can't not give that as a penalty.
Sit down, you.
How can Mourinho see that from there?
Has he given it? I don't know what he's.
Oh! I think they are. Where's Ederson?
Will he do? I want to see Cancelo. It'll be Gundogan though. You watch.
You know what? I bet he doesn't give this. Yeah, he's saying Jesus, look, get it in the net this time. I'll take it.
Ederson, cameras pan to Ederson.
Is he going to reach? Is he
on the halfway line? Rodri! I've shouted it. I said it a couple of games ago. In fact, Liverpool, I said I want to see Rodri take it.
Oh, this is horrible.
Ederson's been pushed back. He's fuming.
He's got to have a penalty take, surely.
I think Rodri would be a great penalty.
Why is Ederson not taking that? Anyway, come on.
Bet you anything, Rodri fans the back of the net. He's brilliant.
Come on.
He looks nervous.
I'd be nervous. We've missed about 12 penalties this season. What's he saying there? Ederson wanted it. I told him to piss off.
Nah, he's scoreless. Really confident. I think he's such a good dead ball taker, I think, Rodri. He's got one hell of a shot on him and all. So here's Rodri stepping up. Eventually.
Go on, Sam.
Come on.
Gundogan arguing with Højbjerg. Steps up. Rodri right-footed. In the corner. Ooh!
Yes!
Keeper got a big hand to that, but he manages to find the back of the net.
That was a crap penalty, but I'm glad that's in. Come on! Come on, Mahrez!
It wasn't as powerful as I thought it would be, but it doesn't matter. We are 1-0 up.
You lucky lad.
2.5 minutes played. City 1, Spurs 0. Lloris.
I tell you one thing. I'm telling you now. The way Ederson was walking up there, they've had that conversation before about Ederson taking penalties. Yeah. Ederson would have to be pushed back there. Come on!
Do you know what
lucky penalty
we were saying about?
He took his leg. Oh yeah, I'm having that. He still went down there, didn't he? Sorry, what you say, Lee? I was a bit excited then.
It goes back to what we were saying earlier. It don't matter if you hit it hard enough, whether you get hand to it, it's going in.
See, my personal view is Lloris could have done a hell of a lot better there. Got a big hand to it.
Yeah, but
there wasn't much power on that shot. Wasn't much on it, personally.
No.
This is where we need to concentrate now. Win the ball back here. We have won the ball. Sterling gives the ball away to Spurs. We've got men in support now. Kane on left wing. He's got Son in support. Finds Son. Pulls it in. Clearance by John Stones. Takes Susos Cancelo. But Son still has the ball in left wing position. Looking to pull it back more than anything. He does find Ben Davies. His Ndombele played it all the way back to Eric Dyer on Spurs' half. That's what we need to do. Just shut them out after we scored that goal. Just make sure we don't concede. And halfway there to my score prediction. A clean sheet. Come on. A long way to go, of course.
Long way to go. It's not over yet, Dan.
Spurs driving at defence here. Zinchenko using his strength. I don't think that was a foul.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that we scored a penalty?
We did. First goal.
First goal since the 2020 League Cup final for Rodri. I think that's his third goal for City as well. Scored that cracker against Burnley last season when City David.
The Thunderbolt.
But I said to you though, didn't I, Tom? Last match, Rodri or Cancelo. It's still not convinced me Rodri's our penalty taker though. It was a really tame shot from what I was expecting from him. I was expecting rifle top of the net, but
I think he bottled Sky over the bar, didn't he?
yeah, I think he'd rather just off a can. Ball whipped in from the free kick. Just about cleared. Here's Phil Foden playing it ahead for Gabriel Jesus, who's hopefully going to beat Son to the ball. He does. He's kept the ball.
Go. Oh, you dirty bastard!
A foul by Eric Lamela. That's got to be a yellow. That is
to be
dirty.
a yellow card. He's tucking clean out.
The boot kept rising as he was going up as well, didn't he?
How can you argue you giving a free kick with that?
See the replay. Oh, eventually turned into 2.
Oh, I tell you, it's a yellow card at least.
That is a yellow all day long.
Scissor, innit? Just took him with his back foot.
No yellow.
Right.
No yellow for that. Oh,
That's shocking, Riff.
He's still complaining. He's lucky to get away with not a yellow there. Oh, he's still complaining. I'd shut up and go, all right, fair enough. The ball played all the way back to Edison from our free kick.
Oh, right. Come on. The good thing about this is Spurs need to come out a bit more now.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll be able to get in behind him. Come on, City. Let's have a bit more of this. Would you make any changes at half time? We've got 26, 27 minutes gone, lads.
I'm very happy with it.
Looking all right at the minute. Looking solid.
Team as a whole.
I've been tempted to bring Sergio on for Jesus.
No, I think the team as a whole is playing very well. We're just waiting for our chances, biding our time. And yeah, I know we scored. We went 1-0 up for a penalty, but you have to be in that box to get the penalties, don't you? Obviously. To
be fair, how we played, we do deserve to be 1-0 up, I must admit.
But as a whole, I think the defence has played well. We've cut out. We've won the ball back. A couple of niggly fouls. Ball over the top. With Phil Foden's going to get there. No, it's going to run all the way to Hugo Lloris. But just the team in general, I think has got a good feel about them. They're defending well. They're attacking well. Just need to find that final ball really and find the back of the net in open play. But it will come, I'm sure. I'm still going 2-0.
We're going 4-1. I reckon they'll equalise. And then we'll get 3 late goals like we did against Cheltenham.
And City get every man around that ball to stop Kane and Lamela moving any further forward and win back the ball for City. Here's Phil Foden on the left, and he gives the ball away.
Oh, don't give it away stupidly, tamely. We don't need that, especially in that area.
Ooh. The referee's given a free kick here. For what?
Especially if he had a massive advantage there as well. I don't quite get why he's given that.
If anything, I'm happy he hasn't done it.
I'm still having that Edison was up for taking that penalty. Bernardo Silva pushing him back.
He got pushed back, didn't he? Definitely.
Yeah. Do you reckon, on a serious note, do you reckon foul by Bernardo?
He's not going to book him for that. He's not going to book him for that. And he did. Oh.
He gets a booking for that and Lamela gets let off. How's that work?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He even pulled his leg back after he weren't going to get the ball.
Yeah. It's just... Consistency, ref. Ball over the top.
Why'd you get the impression this game's got VAR mugging us off?
I'm telling you, something's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, I can genuinely see that. I still can't get... I don't understand why the Lamela one didn't get booked, but Bernardo does. I genuinely don't understand.
Ball over back to Lloris, who just has to lob it up under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Tanganga still gets the ball to Kane. Kane has forced all the way back to Tanganga, who's going to play it mostly back to Lloris. Sanchez under pressure from Phil Foden. Eric Dyer's on the run, but still on the ball. City cranking up the pressure in Spurs' third, trying to stop them as much as they can to get out. Still on the balls, though, Spurs, and plays off the Spurs man last for a City. How's that a Spurs throw-in?
I was thinking it.
Is this referee watching the same game we are?
Just seen a stat show up for a team rubbish at taking penalties. We've only lost 3 of our last 14 penalty shootouts. It's not a bad stat. It's not a bad stat, is it, lads? Oh,
I remember that League Cup one against Liverpool a few years ago.
Yeah.
Caballero.
brilliant.
What a second choice goalkeeper
Brilliant,
he was.
wasn't he? Brilliant, great. Here comes Jesus. Come on, Dan, take the lead with this.
Yeah, Rodri, ball in the centre circle, plays it out wide to João Cancelo. City got numbers up. Ball in field to Bernardo Silva, driving in the penalty box. Bernardo Silva shot, left-footed, blocked, and into the arms of Hugo Lloris.
That had top corner written all over it, that did.
Yeah. It's a good attack, though. We finally got some men in numbers, but now Spurs are starting our counter-attack of themselves. Højbjerg out wide to Son on the left-hand side. He's got João Cancelo in his path. Switches the field of play. Son trying to find Kane in the penalty box. Zinchenko stays grounded, jumps up high, wins the header, and City starting to attack themselves. This is end-to-end now. Here's Phil Foden on the left-hand side. He's got Zinchenko further up. He plays it infield to Ilkay Gundogan. Back to Phil Foden. Still moving forward, both of them two. Out wide to Zinchenko. Pulling it in. Infield to Ilkay Gundogan. Driving forward into the penalty box. Ilkay Gundogan lays it off to Phil Foden. Ball whipped in. Cleared by Eric Dyer for a throw-in on the far side to City. Nice attacking presence there for City. Men making runs. Good chances. Cleared well by Eric Dyer in the end.
Speaking of the penalty, Rodri is the 7th player to take us to Premier League penalty for City since the start of last season. And previously missed 8 out of 17 from before today. What's his first goal in 48 appearances?
Get Sergio back in the team, that'll stop that step. Mind you, even he missed a couple, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Reliable.
I'd just love to bring Balotelli back just to bring him on for a penalty. Him and Yaya Toure, but especially Balotelli. I've never seen someone take a penalty like Balotelli, even to this day. That boy, I know he had a lot of calm on his shoulders other than when he was involved in a couple of fights and what have you. He never looked under pressure, never looked discomforted by anything. Step up from that penalty spot, you know it was going to find the back of the net.
Him and Toure were the same.
Pardon?
Him and Toure are both like that, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's a foul. Not a yellow for that either, no. Cool.
No, but this ref's got a Spurs top underneath it, hasn't he? Fair enough, he's given the fouls, but...
What it is, I reckon they're camouflaged with the green. You can't see him doing it. That's my theory.
Right, how long have we got left here, lads? 12
Yeah.
minutes, 13 minutes and a bit of change?
Yeah.
Stones header. Come on,
I'm
Stones.
thinking Stones today.
Sorry, I'll be that awkward sod Rodri with a header.
Yeah, Rodri hat-trick
You
today.
watch it would be Bernardo Silva jumping higher than him.
Sterling.
I don't know what this is all about for Mourinho. What's that all about?
If you don't defend this...
Okay, I got to deep ball. Hello, all the way to the roof.
That's a terrible
Was that a shot?
Oh. However, the last time Ilkay Gundogan had a really poor set piece like that, he scored 2 goals.
He did.
Good omen, fingers crossed.
So if Rodri had missed a penalty, I'd have put a 10 on him scoring 2 goals. Might be it.
So, City just playing the ball in the centre circle. Zinchenko. Laporte, who's had so far a quiet game, which is probably a good thing for Laporte, just feeding himself back into the first team. With Ruben Diaz back on the bench. Raheem Sterling switched out to the right-hand side. Phil Foden back out onto the left. Hasn't been that way for the last 5 minutes after I say. Here's John Stones in the right-back position. Looking for... Just passing it around, City. Not looking to get anything direct just yet. However, Laporte played a forward ball to Ilkay Gundogan, who's pushed off the ball, and it is a free
That's
kick.
a foul. This is starting to bug me a little bit, actually.
Midway into the first half, City have a free kick just out to the left.
The intensity from City's dropped a little bit. Have you noticed that? We've just seemed to have calmed it down a little bit, trying to feed our way round rather than urgency, which I don't mind, because at the minute Spurs aren't coming at us like I thought they would either. I was expecting them to come out deeper, further up the field. Sorry.
Zinchenko whipped across switch field of play. Ben Davies reaches the header. But City are going to pick up the ball.
Do you know what? If you scrunch your eyes a little bit, it almost looks like Kevin De Bruyne's taking free kicks for City there.
Like for like replacement, really.
How far is he off coming back? You know.
I'll find out.
Apparently, he's a week or two away from training.
Ooh,
Is he? That's not
juicy.
so bad,
That'd be
then.
nice.
Imagine
Not
that.
really missed him though. Let's be honest. We've had our best run of form when he's been out the squad. Ball whipped in from the left hand, and the header cleared. Only as far as Ilkay Gundogan edge of the penalty box. Phil Foden back deep to Zinchenko. Plays it even further back all the way to Rodri. Receives the ball back off Rodri. Zinchenko out wide to Phil Foden out on the left. Ball in behind from Ilkay Gundogan. On the turn in the penalty box, trying to find that right pass. He's just been marshalled back by Ndombele all the way back as far as Rodri. On the turn, driving run by Rodri. Lays it off to João Cancelo. Ball crossed in, outright to Raheem Sterling. Tries to play the ball back in. It's going to go out for a throw-in on the near touchline. Claiming a handball off Ben Davies there, but I don't think that's going to be given. In a replay. Nah, bringing his arms down to his side, wasn't he?
That'd be harsh, wouldn't it?
So if his arm was out where it was to start with, I think they'd have got that.
Definitely. Starting to snow in Manchester.
Nuts.
João Cancelo beats Son.
Legs!
Can't beat Ben Davies.
How can you not have a big grin on your face after you've just done that to someone? I'll be laughing. I have to put the ball in the box if you're laughing too much.
Do you see Barcelona's Champions League highlights and stuff like that? They still show that one of Messi, Megan Milner. Remember that?
Oh, that's a while.
Yeah.
Halfway line. They still show that in the highlights of Champions League games for Barcelona.
Poor Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. So, yeah, it's saying here that...
Gundogan, edge of the penalty box, putting out on the left, drives it infield, takes a block off Tanganga and goes up for a corner on the far side to City. 37 minutes played. City 1-0 with a corner. Sorry, Tom, go on.
No, all right, I'll bring up Marius. Kevin De Bruyne, potential return 27th of this month.
I'll take that, definitely.
Thigh injury, 27th. What's that, a week? Yeah, so 2 weeks
That's
today.
very precise.
That's just potential. Yeah, it's just a Premier League.
Ball whipped in, came with a header cleared.
Premier League injury table. It's pretty good.
Imagine it, though, like when you get De Bruyne back, you'll have him feeding perfect balls into Aguero again.
Ball in behind, Ilkay Gundogan on the edge of the penalty box, pulls it back to Bernardo Silva's going to whip a ball, and he does. Laporte pushes a man down, doesn't win the header. Jesus can't control it, and Lamela comes away, and it is a foul by Jesus.
Great tackle.
Not good refereeing. That's got to be a foul. It is. No foul on Eric Lamela. Lamela fouls Gabriel Jesus.
That's Lamela's third one. Surely that's a yellow.
If I'm honest, though, I thought that was a foul by Jesus at the start.
That was a good tackle.
It is. It was a foul by Jesus, and he's giving it to City.
Oh, do you know what it was as well, wasn't it?
He kind of got the ball. Kind of. Book him.
Yeah, send him off.
Yeah.
I'm the ref. You do what I say, and I think it's a Spurs free kick. He looks a bit ill, Lamella, doesn't he? Is he all right?
It always looks like that. Yeah, it's always been a skinny runt.
Skinny and pale.
Why he's never made it in the Premier League? He hasn't got any weight around him.
Oh, he's not happy either, is he? He's not happy.
Yeah, let's be honest. All neutralness about it.
Ref.
Oh, for God's sake,
book him now. That's it now. That's it. It's a yellow. It's got to be. It's got to be. He's giving it all this.
Is that not an elbow? Get off him, Oidberg, you dickhead.
That's a yellow, please, ref.
He ain't going to give it. Definitely not.
He's telling Luis this is his last chance. He's had 4 before, but it's his last chance this time.
That's why he's got his Just for Men spray.
He's just a very naughty boy.
Oh dear. Can't take that bald patch seriously when he's on the 10.
Who's that?
The ref's got a big bald patch on the back of his head. It's not.
You ain't fooling anyone.
Gust of wind, it'll probably blow up.
Ball whipped in. Cleared by Ben Davies. It's going to go out.
Stones is down and complaining.
What a surprise.
Foul to in Spurs' favour. I didn't see that, did you, Lee? Or Tom?
No,
What's that? Sorry,
The foul there by John Stones by the looks of things. What did he do?
I see John Stones on the floor over his face.
He's given a foul to Spurs.
Half of the core.
Average positions is up, lads. We've got Cancelo just in front of John Stones, and it's only John Stones and Laporte And then Ederson's average position's in the D.
To be fair, how good would it be if his average position was in the other penalty area? Let's be 50-50. That put him on the halfway line.
40 minutes played. City 1-0 up in the Etihad. Game slowly petering out to City's favour for the whole of the first half. We're seeing a hell of a lot more of the ball. We've got a couple of decisions now starting to go for us that shouldn't have, which is, making it even now.
I'm still not understanding. So, to be fair, Lamella's lucky to be on the pitch with a couple of things he's done.
True. Very true.
Actually showed a replay of it. It looked like he sort of pushed him in the face with his arm, from what I saw first view.
Ball given away by Spurs. Phil Foden. Oh, he goes down and he can't control it. Oh, he's still got the ball, actually.
He's got it.
Go on,
Guy Gundogan lays it off to Rodri.
One more.
And he gives the ball away to Son. But Bernardo Silva wins back the ball for City. Is Ilkay Gundogan. And he can't control it. But Bernardo Silva's won the ball back for City again.
Oh, it's
Outside to Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. Here's João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. And he's pulling it back all the way to Aymeric Laporte in the centre circle.
Oh, bitty.
Spurs lucky that we didn't make anything of that because we had plenty of men up front.
Right, I'm going to say this now, and I know I had a bit of stick the other day for this. Did you two know Sterling's on the pitch today?
Yeah, he's not done much.
I've not seen much.
It's been world class, hasn't he?
Should be a substitution soon.
Hey, I tell you what, I would not bet anything against Mahrez coming on. I think this is a good game for Mahrez.
King Riyadh.
Oh.
King Riyadh.
Will if he gets a
Thanks
second.
if you had to say that without having a smile on your face.
Yeah. King
All
Riyadh.
over the top. Raheem Sterling's going to get there, is he not? He does. He's in the penalty box. Lays it off. Ilkay Gundogan. Good block by Sanchez.
It's it.
João Cancelo. Jesus.
It's the first time! Hey, why is Rodri not putting his laces through that? Not Rodri, it was a Cancelo. Who did the ball fall to before it went to...
I think it was Rodri. I'm sure it was.
Cancelo out wide to Raheem Sterling. Beats Ben Davies into the penalty box. Lays it off to Ilkay Gundogan. João Cancelo.
Do you know what?
Pulls it back to Gabriel Jesus, who then hits the crossbar and
could
out
have
for a
slammed
goal.
his laces
Right,
through it.
two things. Cancelo should have smashed
Bang.
that. If that was Salah, Sterling should have gone down. Sterling, there's enough pressure on Sterling then to have gone down and got us a penalty then, but he stayed on his feet.
Hit the crossbar, that did.
God.
God.
Got to take those chances, Blues.
Spurs giving the ball away. Phil Foden can't control it, and they come away with it with Lamela. Switching the field of play to Son on the left-hand side, who thankfully has been non-existent in this game. Touch wood, it stays that way.
You know, if Lamela gets a goal, we're pissed in this game. Oh, dear.
I like the fact Lucas Moura has been quiet this game as well. He's another one, like you said, Lee. He's a footballer and he's a little sod at times, but he's one of them. I always thought Lucas Moura would take the Premier League by storm. He never really got his chance at PSG. Well, he had his chance at PSG, but just couldn't keep a run of fixtures. When he's moved to Spurs, I was actually quite gutted because I would have liked to see him in City squad, but for some reason, Spurs and wingers just can't make it unless they're diverted into more centre forwards like Son. Probably a good thing. Like Bergwijn as well. Bergwijn was immense in the Dutch league. Since he's come to Spurs, I said that, he scored against us in his debut, didn't he, to win the game for Spurs. But
Should have been 2-0
there's
up
Phil
that.
Foden on the left-hand side. Loses the ball. Phil's been a bit iffy today.
Yeah. Lost it
Give
a
it
few
what?
times, didn't he?
Just can't seem to control it well. And fair play, you know, some of the balls to him have been shoddy. But he's still making the runs, but just nothing's coming off for him just yet.
Just had a few
Still
people asking the question about the injuries. Someone's asking about Ake. No return date due. Still ruled out. No return date. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Who asked that? Ryan. It was Ryan asking.
It's a muscle strain on Ake. He's had it for a few weeks now. He just can't beat it. Every time he's back into the gym, he's feeling a pull and stuff like that. So I think that's probably why they've not given a date. He just can't seem to shake whatever it is on his leg. It's his right leg. It's not like a hamstring injury or anything like that. He just keeps feeling a pull, and it's stopping him doing any exercise or any runs. I hope he's not going to be one of them signings that started well and he's just blighted by injuries.
Mendy Mark II.
Well, yeah, but I tell you what, in the opening games that Ake's played, he's already played hell of a lot better than what Mendy's done his whole City career.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks so positive.
Who do you take out the squad, though, when he comes back?
He's got a long way to come back, mate. To get himself into the first team.
Poor Ernie Just.
Edison playing left back again.
I really want to see him take a penalty before the end of the season. I think if we're 2-3-0 up and he get a penalty, do you reckon he'll let him have it?
Is it Edison?
It's it.
Do you know what? That's a shocking shot by Cancelo, but he's a cracking footballer, isn't he? Cancelo's a fantastic footballer.
1 minute of play added on, 30 seconds of it played already.
But a question to ask you: that's 2 shots we've had now that both haven't hit the target. What? We've got to be hitting the target, lads.
Run a theme over the past couple of years now, though, isn't it? All these chances.
Against Spurs.
Went for a stage of having like 20, 25 shots on target in a game and not scoring or scoring 1. Then the other team would have like 2 or 3 shots on target and score 3.
Yeah.
Got 1 before half time.
Yeah, let's get another. Come on.
Oh,
Raz.
Half-time. City going at the break, 1 goal to the good. Much the better team. We've kept Son and Kane very quiet in this game. Arguably, one player in Lamella, very lucky to really be on the pitch after a whole host of fouls. City going at the break, 1-0 up. What do you think then, lads?
Oh, let me see. So try and find some stats for us to run through. Do you know what? I'm glad we're winning. Do you know we're winning? We're winning. We can't be upset. I think that I'm disappointed.
And a penalty.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Lamella's. Is it Lamella? He's not been booked. I think let's not forget Bernardo got booked when Lamella didn't for something not as harsh. So we need to be asking questions about that. I think we're doing all right. We can't do any different. Spurs aren't coming absolute gung-ho at us. They've not really worried us. They've had that shot that hit the crossbar from Kane from a dodgy free kick. But you know what? Yeah, 1-0 up. Let's go into the second half. Let's get another one in second half. Quick first goal. First 5-10 minutes. Get straight at him. Straight in there. I'd love to see Sergio playing at some point, but I don't think Pep's going to risk him if he don't need to.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Lee?
You might give him 10 minutes at the end if it's going all right, and sort of say to him, look, don't push it too hard. But I like him to come on and get a goal. It'll boost his confidence back up again straight away.
Yeah.
And then see where it goes. Did anyone else notice as well, changing the subject a bit, after half time, the old Sky advert, the Premier League trophy came up. Loads of like pound notes all raining down by the trophy. That's supposed to be a dig at us.
Didn't see that.
I just noticed it when he went to the advert break. They had the old Premier League trophy and loads of like golden pound notes dripping down, raining. You think, really?
Don't surprise me, though.
Well, I think somebody's very happy with a 1-0 scoreline, aren't we, kiddo?
Hey,
hello,
We've been screaming, especially when we scored, haven't we?
How we doing, boy? Are we okay? What film?
1-0 up, aren't we?
What film have you been watching?
Cheap by the dozen.
Of course.
Sure, it went Twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah, we're not going to let you watch them sort of films, are we?
We're gonna watch Finding Nemo.
Oh, that sounds good.
I'd rather him sit here with football, but we'll scream. Fair enough. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
2-0 was that? I heard that.
So here's some stats for us, Blues. City have had 9 shots, Spurs have had 2, City have had 1 on target. Pass accuracy, 90% for City, 82% Spurs. Possession,
98.
yeah. Possession, 64% to 36%. Touches in the opposition box, we've had 24, Spurs have had 2.
Normally they've been in 2-1 by them stats. We're doing better than normal.
Yeah, the stats are definitely leading for us. There's no question about that. We just need to take advantage and just keep going at it, don't we?
Yeah.
I tell you what, it shows how much individual errors have cost us then in terms of play, because I thought our passing percentage would be a lot lower than that, because have you noticed how many players are giving the ball away? And then you think about it, how many players have actually given the ball away, not through passing, but their own play. Like Foden. Foden's been off the boil this half. Not being bad, but he's not been lively either, has he? Let's be honest.
Do you know what? Yeah, I know what you mean. We've been sloppy in possession in stages, and I just think, you know, it was kind of like I'm expecting a different City to come out in the second half.
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting Pep to give a brilliant Pep team talk, and then we go in and we just absolutely hammer and we get the first goal in the first couple of minutes. That's what I want to see happen. I just want us to have utter domination and just go at them. We just need another goal. We get one more goal, we go straight at them again and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. The worst thing that we can do is start losing possession in midfield and let Spurs just reign over us, because they have got the players to do that. They have got the players to win. If I was Spurs fan watching this, I'd be fuming. Yeah. I'd be absolutely fuming. So, you know, we got to think of the positives.
Yeah, and you were right. You and me were both right in a pre-match. Cagey, to say the least, in terms of that midfield. When we attack, we look threatening. Spurs are a bit 50-50 in attack, but that midfield, no players really having a good run from midfield like we were. You know, Rodri can pick up a ball and play Gundogan and we'll make a run and a charge. Both teams are going to pass, and when they do run, nobody's making much of it. It is very cagey. But hey, we're 1-0 up. That's the main thing.
Absolutely.
Top corner. That's the only stat that matters.
Absolutely, it is. I think the ref's having a bit of a mare as well. But there's nothing new there with the ref having a mare against us and Spurs. Absolutely nothing new there whatsoever.
Touch wood, dare I say at half time. VAR's not played a part yet, is it?
No, you've said it now. Oh. So let's just go to Facebook. Nat Janou, Foden's not on it yet. No, he's not. Chris Fons, Yaya and Balotelli were also penalty takers. Probably the best I've ever seen, Chris, for City. I think they're both immense. I think Balotelli, just for his absolute swagger. Good 3-0 win for the City women's against the United last night. Neil Horrells mentioned that. Did you see Caroline Weir's goal?
Oh, dude, that was beautiful, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
That was Kevin De Bruyne-esque, wasn't it?
Absolutely. She could tell she trains with the lads. We could do this, Man City. We can, Lorraine, absolutely. Happy with 1-0 lead at half-time.
Lorraine again.
Yeah, Lorraine.
Just look at the TV.
Voice of positivity, Lorraine.
Sorry to change the subject quickly. Did anyone just see that on Sky, how far Edison actually came up for that penalty?
No, how far did it come?
It was halfway between sort of their penalty area and the halfway line. It was that far up.
Oh,
just seen it.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Bernardo went up to Rodri and asked him. You could see him going up. You take it. You take it. He's coming up, but.
Oh, I tell you what.
Big that, though.
So close, that wasn't it?
Oh, do you know what? Looking at that again, yeah, he should have done better to keeper there.
Disappointed.
Oh,
Craig,
I love Edison for taking that.
I tell you what, Mickey Richards has been sprayed into that suit, hasn't he?
What the same about his hair? Have you seen his hair?
I'm pretty sure his hairline's been sprayed on as well.
Yeah, he's lighting up more than anything.
Oh, we got
very smooth.
What makes you how Zinchenko's performing today? What do you think of thoughts on Zinchenko today, lads?
Spot on so far for me. He's cut out plays, winning balls back. You know, he's everything we've been lacking the past couple of years in the left back.
Yeah. Paul
that
Glenn.
Season when we first won the first title under Pep, he was instrumental at left back, and then he just sort of fell out of play when Mendy came in. He never really had a chance again. Since he's had this chance, he's really made the position his.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we've had
done the job, hasn't he?
Yeah, we've had plenty of chats, haven't we, about him? Paul Glennon, we're always strong in the second half. Yes, we are. Nats on again. Bring Sergio on for the last 15 minutes. Yeah, do you know what? Let's just see what the scoreline's doing for us then, Nat. We could see about that. We'd like to see Sergio come on for the second half. Brunado, Gundogan and Rodri dominating the midfield by Ryan. Yes, we are. We're doing all right. People want to see Edison take the next penalty. I wanted to see him take the first penalty, but never mind. Chris Fons takes Sterling out in the 80th minute, put Jesus on the wing and Sergio up top. Yeah, very likely. You like, what are you thinking, Dan? I can see your face has changed.
No, I am listening. It's just the adverts in between, you know, the actual adverts and Sky playing. What the hell is Mika Richards doing in one of them adverts? He comes out with a load of cups and just gazes at a person in a car like he's about to stab him. I don't understand these adverts anymore. But Yeah, sorry, what was the question again, pal? So completely off topic then.
I forgot. Just a heads up to everyone. We're giving away a signed shirt. Get onto the City Facebook page. It's the pinned at the top of the post. It's £4.95. There's 99 tickets for sale. The draw is Monday night, 7:30. Get yourself on it and you can win a signed shirt, which is an awesome little prize by our partners, Football Prizes. They give away some good stuff, actually. They were giving away, they did a prize the other day of Zinedine Zidane signed shirt, signed stuff like that. Which player that's played for another club would you like a signed shirt for?
What, in football history?
Football history. Out of football history, if you could have a signed shirt from another club, another player, who would you have?
Ronaldinho.
He's high on the list for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many, isn't there? Really, you can think of. Kaka
was good. I'm always disappointed with Kaka though, not coming to City. He had a chance. He had a chance and he bottled it. He had a chance coming to City and he bottled it. Let's face it.
No, actually, I take that back. Not Kaka. David Villa. What a striker he was. I remember that time when a whole of Manchester went into meltdown when I think it was Manchester Evening News on the live things put out saying a certain Spanish striker has been spotted in Manchester. The whole of City's pages went meltdown. It was January transfer window a few years ago, and it turned out to be Negredo. We all thought it was David Villa, and it turned out to be Negredo. Poor bloke. Hey, I tell you what, that half season he played was brilliant. Like, so,
Having played for our sister club, does that count as one of City's players, though?
Could argue that, I guess. Good job. It's a City group. I know City Dave hates it now. He misses the FD in it, but it's a City group, so you could say, yeah.
We actually signed him.
Yeah.
Right, predictions for the second half, lads. What's going to happen?
Nice early goal, then we'll concede one, then we'll get another one or two.
You still think we'll concede?
Yeah, I just think one break, one stupid mistake is in us. But I don't know. I'll just be happy with a clean sheet now and get the win.
I think the clean sheet's important. I think it's really, really, really important. I think it's important for Stones and Laporte as well. I think those two need a clean sheet. I think Diaz is going to be breathing down both their necks.
Plus, it pushed the pressure on United even more for tomorrow, doesn't it? We get the 3 points.
It's a very good point.
Agreed.
People put in Cruyff. Ryan asking Cruyff, want to see Pele's shirt? Yeah. There's loads of players like that I'd like to see. Who do United play tomorrow night?
Is it West Brom, I think? Is it West Brom?
West Brom away, yeah. Be a tough game. They've not exactly had the best of recent fixtures against West Brom.
Hey, I tell you what happened to Liverpool today? I saw them. I was doing some
a miracle. That's what
I was doing
happens.
some DIY, and I was like, "Oh, I went on to Liverpool." Oh, bastards! So like,
DIY, you next joke.
Hey, you are joking. I love a bit of DIY. Me, hey, listen, never far from a hammer, me, pal. Always love a bit of DIY.
It's made of plastic, innit? It's Max's, don't lie.
Got a tape measure in every room. Come on, do me a favour. What was I saying then? Oh, Liverpool, yeah. And I come back on there, it was 3-1 down. I was like, what is going on? What happened? Does anyone know? Did they
7 minutes of pure magic, and actually VAR got 2 massive decisions right in that game for Leicester's first goal. 1-0, like you said. And then not Fabinho, Thiago fouled one of Leicester's players, Harvey Barnes, I think it was, on the left-hand side of the penalty box. And the referee originally pointed for a penalty. VAR checked in. It was literally a millimetre before the line, so he gave it as a free kick. Perfect decision, correct decision, all pundits agreed. And then the ball was whipped in by James Maddison right into the back of the net. And our Marty, who was looked to be offside, had a swing in it. Missed the ball completely, just went straight in through James Maddison. And VAR looked in it, and literally another millimetre. Our Marty was just onside by Firmino. So VAR deserves a bit of credit for today for allowing that goal to stand. And then Leicester just opened up the throttle. A cock up by Alisson again.
Really? Not another one.
He came up to clear the ball. Kabak decided to go for it instead. Miscommunication, both clattered into each other, and Jamie Vardy was just through goal for an open net. and then just a wonderful third goal by Leicester, all in 7 minutes.
All in 7 minutes? Seriously?
7 minutes.
Oh, crikey.
Tom, I've just sent you a YouTube link on Messenger on Facebook. Shows you the Allison error. It's quite a good one.
Let's have a look at this.
It's clattered into each other. No talking at all.
What, against another Liverpool player?
Yeah, Kabak, the Liverpool debut.
Poor lad.
But, is that Mendy warming up? Oh, no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's Spurs lad.
Is it? God, a lot, man.
I thought it was Mangala then.
Oh, no! He's had a mare there, hasn't he? He's had a mare!
Maybe he had cold feet.
Cold feet, that's why he's running. Oh.
Cold feet, yeah.
I wouldn't put that down as Edison's fault. I think there was the lack of communication. Oh, actually, Allison. Would it be Allison's fault? He should be shouting. He's the senior one there, isn't he?
He should be shouting. He was going out to claim it so far out of goal, I think.
Who scored from there?
Vardy.
Was it Vardy? Yeah, so I don't know who scored. Was it Vardy, that one? Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what. He's had a... Oh, it's a belter, that is, isn't it?
It's brilliant now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God, it's wonderful.
I don't want to say too much because I want to get this game out of the way with, and then we'll talk about this again.
Yeah.
Oh, the average positions of Spurs.
Wow.
Right back, aren't they? Here we go. DIY again. Guy in a chippy.
Eh?
Guardiola and...
Oh, right.
Do you wonder what I was on about?
Mourinho looks like he's just been told the prawn crackers are out of stock.
Tell you what, though, the old HD cameras don't do any of the managers any favours, do they, when they do the close-ups?
No, they do not.
I still remember, I think it was last week's Raheem Sterling's, you know, when they do the lineups on the Sky build-up thing, where they show the pitch and the players. If you look back, Raheem Sterling's like this. There's a load of players that do this, arms folding and look down like that. What the hell is this all about?
Come on, City. Come on, City coming out now. Come on, Blue Boys.
You'd ban from the stadium if somebody came walking in like this, wouldn't you?
Sissoko's come on for Spurs. He's a monster as well, isn't he?
He's a good player there. He gets a lot of stick. I like him. He's a very technical player. Wouldn't have him at City, of course. Who's come off? Number 27. Who's that? Is that Ndombele going off? If it is, that's a big plus. No, Lucas Moura. Oh, God, he's been non-existent.
Right, boys. Come on. Strong first half, please. Let's get straight into him. Oh, I'm a bit nervous now.
And kick-off has been taken by Gabriel Jesus.
Shoot.
No change for City at half-time. Only the one change for Spurs. And hopefully we get, like you said, Tom, an early second-half goal
Quick,
just
straight
to
into him. Absolutely, yeah. Straight into him.
cement it. I say that. Sterling's giving the ball away.
Don't
Goes back into what I was saying at half-time. Too many players on the ball for too long, giving the ball away. But
we really need everyone to be absolutely on the best here. Absolutely on the best. This is going to be a strong Spurs.
ball over the top, Son through. It's John Stones does well to hold him up. Good defending by John Stones. Still on him. Stones on Son. Son's able to get the pass to Højbjerg. Out wide to Aurier, is it? I'm not sure. Lamella.
Son makes me so nervous.
Such a good technical player, isn't he? Ability on the ball is second to none. You watch him go and bloody score now, though, won't he?
Right, come on, City. We need a strong half now. I'm expecting Spurs to have quite a bit of possession now.
Yeah.
I think they'll pass it round, come at us.
They'll need to do a bit of build-up play because it's one of them games. They've not. Let's be honest. We deserve to be 1-0 up, definitely. But Spurs have never really been in this game yet, as of yet, have they? I think that's one thing you've got to worry about.
Come on, Blue Boys. Would you make any changes, Lee?
Not just yet. I think later on, definitely Aguero. I'd love to see him. I just want to see Aguero on more than that's more just because I love Aguero more than statistically or tactically changing anything. But no, I'd keep as is. Keep what we're doing in the first half. for the time being.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we start noticing we're going short somewhere, then look to make a change, but not at the minute.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I don't blame that.
Maybe get Diaz on in the second, halfway through, just to shore it up. But then that said, they're not doing too bad a job at the back at the minute, as they're dillying about a bit now. And that got rid of it. Good.
That's something you don't see every day. One of our defenders giving it a good lump up the field. That was proper
Yeah.
old school defending.
It's a rarity now.
What's everyone saying on Facebook? Mostly talking about Alisson's goalkeeping
Faux pas.
ability. Yeah, it's hard that he must be lost a little bit mentally for that.
Yeah, I think this as well. Once it's in your head that you've had a bad game, it must have an effect on the next game along, mustn't it? Then probably will in the next game he plays as well, until he has a good game again.
I think that's the big difference between Ederson and Alisson, because for me, Ederson he's made one or two mistakes, hasn't he? Like that McTominay goal against United, and he made another one, didn't he? A couple of weeks before that in the Champions League, I think it was. I can't remember now. And he just seems to just like whatever, start playing again, and I just don't think it phases him.
Nah.
I think the
But I
goalkeepers,
suppose
you have to be a bit
on the
mental.
other side, none of his mistakes have cost us a game yet, have they? Whereas Alisson cost them the 3 points last week. Did probably today as well, because after that they hammered them.
Not scored yet, then, lads. Oh,
Not
then
yet.
again. Sterling out on the right hand side. Maybe we're all here. Sterling in the penalty box.
Shoot,
Lines up a shot.
shoot,
Get round.
shoot,
It's
shoot!
Phil Foden. Edge of the penalty box. Ilkay Gundogan.
Somebody
Raheem
bloody
Sterling.
shoot!
In there. Ilkay Gundogan has a shot. Back in it!
Come on!
Ilkay Gundogan.
Yes!
You called it, Tom. Early second half.
Come on! Let's get right
Gotta
at him.
be.
Let's get right at him. Mr. Whippy's back again.
I tell you what, Sterling though, frustrating as it was, he did well to get across the face of the
Where
penalty
was he
box.
going with that? Anyway.
And it was an assist for Sterling, of course, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yes!
Tell you, Gundogan missed his corner as a centre forward. He's so clinical. Again, though, for me, Lloris should have done better there.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
especially near post like that. He's
Sorry.
only going one place, isn't he? Get your leg down to it.
Get in, City. That's exactly... Let's get at him now. Come on, let's just keep battering away at him.
So yeah, they'll pull one back down and we'll win 4-1.
No, keep it as it is. I'm happy. Cool on.
That's predicted.
What's that, 8 in 9 games?
10 appearances, 3 goals, 30 appearances, 4 goals, 31-6, 31-2, and then this year, 18-10.
He's almost scored this season what he's put combined for the last ones. Go on. Go on.
Oh,
Billy Ambler. Gundo's on fire. Maureen's defence is terrified.
Gundo's on fire. That's the song, isn't it? Da, 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 da.
X Factor's calling.
You know,
Hey, it'd be better on the X Factor than your DIY, but anyway.
You wish I lived close to you to do your DIY.
Hey, did you see my garden?
I still think we buried somebody underneath that. Far too much work went into that for.
Hey, do you know the combined total of that garden cost £5? Not bad, not bad at all. What a finish though by Gundogan. The run he made as well. We've lacked that in the first half. Those closing down runs and those little snippet type runs. Snippet.
Come on!
Snippet run.
John, let's smash him now. 4-5
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Let's come on right at him. Nice, lovely little one-touch football here with Zinchenko and
Oh.
Gundogan. How's that not a foul?
I think the ball hit him in the face.
Oh, did it?
I think so,
Send
yeah.
the ball off. Come on.
50 minutes played. City 2, Spurs 0.
Right.
Currently going. Are we going? I know. Actually, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx anything.
No. Don't say anything like that. No. Dan has left the chat.
Spurs win a free kick. Ndombele.
I'm gonna have to.
Ndombele getting fouled midway in City's half.
I'm gonna have to give Sterling some praise there, aren't I? Made that. Got an assist.
He done well there, I must admit.
But
I'm
that
gonna
was,
get
that,
that
that
in-
was the same. That's the same as against the Liverpool game. I think he had a shocking first half, and then he went in. Pep gave him a rock up the arse, and then we're.
Sorry, I called it as well. Gundo, set piece was shocking. I said he scored 2 goals after that, and he scored straight after a shocking set piece in the first half. It's the games are happening as they are. Only this time we scored a second without conceding in between. Get in. What the hell was I on about then?
Ilkay Gundogan is giving me that whole.
Ball in behind from Gundogan to
So
Phil
I'm just watching
Foden.
this. Go on, Phil.
It's forced back to Zinchenko. City got about 6 or 7 players ahead of him. Well in Spurs' half. Stones is driving forward. Out wide to Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. João Cancelo making a run. Sterling doesn't decide to play it. He plays it back to John Stones under a lot of pressure from Son. Has to kick it out for a throw-in on the far side to Spurs. There were no options there for Stones, really, was there? It was closed down well by Son, but don't know if he could have done any better.
Only 2 midfielders have scored 10-plus Premier League goals so far this season. Bruno Fernandes and Ilkay Gundogan.
And you know which one you'd have.
There
One's
To be
only
fair,
scored-
most of Fernandez have had been penalties,
Yeah.
Fair point.
so they don't really count.
But the same, well, no, then again, we scored from a penalty today. I said from that point, would you rather have both, one that can score penalties and one that can score from
a
open
lot
play?
of them for Fernandes at the start of the season as well. Let's not forget that Gundogan scored 10 goals since the middle of December.
True,
This run that City have had. So I know exactly who I'd have. And he's Turkish-German. Stop laughing at me.
Oh, dear.
I can see Mahrez coming on the next half an hour, next 20 minutes, you know.
Don't lay. I knew that was happening.
I can see it. I can see it.
Oh, he's just warming up. Hold on.
Come out my nose.
Hey, I tell you, league goals in total for 2021 so far. Ronaldo 4, Messi 6, Lewandowski 7, Gundogan 8.
Ronaldo.
You alright, Dan?
Lee made me laugh and I snorted coke up my nose.
Oh, yeah, well, steady on. Hey, hang on a minute. It's not that kind of thing.
Oh, no.
It's not that sort of show.
He does mean Coca-Cola, just so if anyone from Facebook is watching.
Any disclaimers?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what I meant.
The liquid form.
Right, we're on 50. What are we on now? 55, 56, 57 minutes?
55.
Yeah, there's no point making any changes
56.
yet. Miss it, that's going in.
Somewhere on the 50 half mark. 50 half. I don't even think that. I'm coming out with some all new sayings tonight. All new sayings.
Excuse me.
50 half, all new sayings. What's next?
I'll get up. Must be a sniper somewhere in the crowd.
Is that Sergio?
Yeah, he's hiding behind a balaclava, and it's Sergio.
He's the one with the sniper.
What he needs is a better snood. I don't like his snood though. He needs a better snood, doesn't he? I wonder where he can get some of them
Do
from.
you know anyone who sells any, Tom?
No?
I'd love to be able to get one. I only need one at a decent price.
These are $6.95 these, including postage. Can't get them cheaper than
Terms and
that.
conditions apply.
Come on, City, let's get another.
Go on.
What's
Phil
that
Foden
got?
in the penalty box. Pulls it in. He's pushed off the ball. He goes down a bit easy there. João Cancelo in with it.
Oh, what a tackle by Cancelo.
I'm going to be probably one of the most hated people in our admin group right now, but I'd prefer Phil Foden to come off.
Who'd you put on?
Yeah, but I'd probably bring... Is Ferran Torres on the bench?
Yes.
I'd bring Ferran Torres on for Phil Foden.
Why would you take Foden off?
For me, he's just... If I'm perfectly honest, he's done nothing for me. He's offered nothing. With nearly an hour played, he's given the ball away probably more times than any other City player. He can't seem to get a run. He's being switched out from the right. He's being switched out from the left. He's just not done enough for me tonight. I hate that because he's such a good player. Ball whipped in. You watch your score. Phil Foden brings it back. Ilkay Gundogan can't hear a shot.
Oh, Gundo!
Thought Foden was going to get an assist there.
With your 2-goal Gundogan being true prediction and all.
Yeah.
All him on it.
Okay, ball in behind to one of the lads from Spurs. Shot straight into the arms of Ederson. Who's that? Ndombele? Either way, into Ederson's hands. And City start an attack through Raheem Sterling, João Cancelo, Rodri.
Oh, nice touch.
Build a play, finds Gundogan in the centre circle, lays it off to Bernardo Silva. City just slowly edging forward, but they've got many in attack. Jesus is more left back at the moment, but he's on the ball. Moving further forward now, Zinchenko. Bernardo Silva in the centre circle. Looking for that forward ball. He plays it out to his right for João Cancelo. City just slowing the ball up now and plays it back to Rodri, back into the centre circle. It's like we're not as keen to get the ball forward. I say that. Phil Foden's played Ilkay Gundogan into the penalty box, lays it off. Gabriel Jesus goes in for the dive of the foot, and it's cleared by Spurs, who come away with the ball here. Eric Lamela. Red card, Lamela. Still on the ball. John Stones stops his play. Little push off by John Stones there as well, saying, back you sod. And Spurs are forced back to the halfway line. So, an hour played. City 2, Spurs 0. What we like to see.
Crikey. I tell you, it's... another one would be nice, wouldn't it, lads?
Yeah.
Another 10 would be nice, but...
What's the goal difference, Dan?
I think it'll be 31 currently. I think we're on 29 before this game. If it stays the same now, 8 points clear with 31 goal difference. With a game in hand, I think, on Leicester in second.
Okay. We've done well this second half, haven't we? We seem to have really come out of our shells a little bit this second half, and it's what I think we were expecting it, though, weren't we? Let's be fair. We had to do something a little bit different.
In the game so far, City have had 11 attempts to Spurs' 3. Only 2 on target for City from 11. 31 touches in the opposition area compared to Spurs' 4. So I'm not exactly happy with that stat, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm happy that, obviously, over the moon bar with 2 goals up, but 11 shots and only 2 on target. But I could cancel it out by saying the 2 shots on target are found the back of the net, so...
That's not a bad shout.
No.
Right.
And hey, like I said in the first half, it's that scoreline in the top left-hand corner that matters. Can't complain.
I would like to see, you mentioned him before, Torres. I'd like to see Torres against this team.
Ball whipped in by Raheem Sterling to play, but cleared well. Cleared by Spurs. Go on, sorry.
No, Torres. I'd like to see Torres and Foden quite link up during this game. I don't think I'd like to see Foden. I'd like to see Torres and Foden link up. And I think I've said to you before. I think Torres could get a goal tonight if he.
It's open for anyone really now, isn't it? In terms of City, I think Spurs just look lethargic. They don't really seem keen. They're all walking when City are on the ball. Not one person is jogging. There's no desire to win back the ball. I can imagine Talk Sport tonight. It'll be howling with. I don't know why I picked Talk Sport, but you know what I mean. Howling with Spurs fans complaining about the lack of guile by the Spurs players. None of them. Kane's not shouting at them. Obviously, I'm not complaining. We're 2-0 up and we're cruising, but it's just nothing about Spurs at all.
Yeah, I'd be fuming if I was a Spurs fan.
Yeah,
I won't be happy with this at all.
City's just able to switch to field of play under no pressure whatsoever. I don't know why I'm making it sound like I'm complaining. It's a good thing. Ball almost played over the top by João Cancelo, but cleared by Ben Davies for Spurs. Only as far as John Stones before the halfway line. That's how high we're playing. John Stones is ahead of the halfway line in Spurs' half to cut out the ball there. And Spurs aren't exactly playing deep. They're quite far out there, back line from the penalty box, but they're not far forward at all. Zinchenko's just keeping the ball for City well, and Spurs are all walking again. If City don't go on to score a third, or at least see out the full 90 minutes with the win, we'll be kicking ourselves because Spurs are shocking this second half.
They need to make changes, don't they?
Yeah.
And they will. Mourinho will. Mourinho noticed that. They can't carry on playing the way they're doing. They're really not. They really can't.
Dele Alli's coming on now. You said it. They need to make changes, but is Dele Alli the man to lighten up Spurs? I hope not. Either way, but
well, he needs to improve to get Mourinho's good books and play more games, doesn't he? Or he needs to tick it out of there, doesn't he? Let's face it. But I mean, Mourinho don't look happy at the best of times, but let's face it, he needs to do something. Is Dele Alli the answer?
fingers crossed he isn't.
John Stones will wipe him out in a minute.
We just need to make sure that we don't give him the clean sheet. I don't want anything else now. I want a clean sheet. I want to take it all kind of. If they get one, they've got a chance to get another and coming back strong. So we just need to stay strong, stay hard, solid defence, Laporte and. Oh, would you make any defensive changes?
No. I think that all the back lines played well tonight. Zinchenko's been very good at stopping Harry Kane and Son. Likewise with João Cancelo, John Stones and Laporte.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a
Oh,
yellow.
come on, that's a foul. Is Fernandinho on the bench?
I don't know actually. I'll never look.
The City subs. So just to give people a run through who was on City's bench, we got Stefan, Walker, Diaz, Aguero, Torres, Mendy, Mahrez, Garcia and Doyle. No Fernandinho.
An interesting bench, that.
I love receiving messages like this from my one of my Everton friends. Cancelo and Gundogan are absolute Rolls Royce footballers.
Is that your midnight feast?
That's the one, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
In fact, we should get him on for Wednesday night, shouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely. Is that when we're playing?
Yeah, Wednesday night we play him.
I'd love to get his view because they've brought this up on TalkSport for Everton fans. Would they rather go on to try and win the FA Cup this year? They've got to beat us, or top four. Everton are serious contenders. We've got to be wary in midweek. Because Carlo Ancelotti's turned that team around.
It's true.
And they're very attack-minded as well, Everton. They've had some dodgy fixtures, of course, such as the Newcastle one.
Oh, there's a ping up front by Ederson. He's through a goal!
Brings it down. One over the keeper. Finds back in the net.
Yes!
I said it, 2 more goals after the dodgy free kick. 3-0 City. Spurs done. And that's an assist for Ederson.
I imagine he took a penalty, a goal and an assist. What a game that would have been.
Oh!
He's happy with that assist, though. I love Eddie. Love him. What a ball. Scenery left-footed over absolutely everyone. Poor clearance by Sanchez. Well, he didn't get anything, did he? He just fell over. Good finish. I tell you, he missed his chance as a centre-forward all them years ago, Gundogan. What a finish.
I tell you what, 3-0. Brilliant, that. Absolutely brilliant. What? Oh, brilliant touch by Gundogan. Took it down his right foot. Absolutely megged their player. Oh, he's gone everywhere, hasn't he? He literally sent their defender for a Mr. Whippy.
Yeah.
Look at him go down. Oh, face plant to the floor in here. That's beautiful, that is. How's that
Yes.
grass taste?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
He's
well happy.
violent,
Ederson's
isn't he?
well happy with that.
Maybe Pep told him if he gets an assist, he can take the next penalty.
Yeah.
What's the
No,
stat
good
from
move.
Gundogan? 3rd brace in 5 games. For Ilkay
Oh,
Gundogan.
of course.
That's unreal, really, isn't it?
Jesus. He's hardly scored.
That's a great tackle, that is.
He's slowly but surely working his way into player of the season from
He
Diaz.
is.
He's got to be,
Really
hasn't he?
is. He's had to step it up when all the other players haven't. But at the same time, when he steps it up, the whole team step up. I gave him a lot of stick last season, as you well know, Tom. Completely changed my mind about him. He's so influential now. I think it's because he's playing in a position he can actually play in. He was tossing and turning from either attacking midfield or defensive midfielder, one. It was one or the other, and he never really knew. Now he's more attack midfield to striker. He knows exactly his role. Oh, he's gone down. Gundogan, he's gone down off the ball.
That don't look good, that don't.
He's off. He's finished. Hamstring. Or is it groin? Oh, it's groin. He's holding his member. Oh, no. How long's a groin injury? Bloody Maris.
So he's a lucky charm, Mike.
Are you sure he's not? Are you sure he's not just took a ball in the nads? There.
I hope he has. I mean, I never
Went down off the ball, though.
Hopefully we'll see a replay in a minute. He looks alright. Oh, I don't know. Not very
Yeah, he's walking straight off. Making a change. Ferran Torres is coming on.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Hire that physio from Chelsea to rub it better. That'll be alright then.
Be another 6 weeks out if he did that.
They all suddenly start going down with groin injuries. Ooh.
Oh dear, we're way off the watershed just yet, but I'm sure a lot of young kids nowadays know exactly what that is, unfortunately. That sounds a bit wrong, that, even for me. You know what I meant, though? Anyway, back to football. Oh, Edison almost caught out there.
He likes a challenge.
Right, boys, that's it now. We need to just calm this down. The interesting one there, Torres for Gundogan. So that just tells you how advanced Gundogan was playing in the team to bring Torres on, who's an out-and-out winger.
Especially when we've got like a defensive midfielder in Doyle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad Torres is on. I wanted to see Torres.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant little skill that by Rodri.
Good foul. And Lamella, that's got to be a yellow card. It's got to be.
He got booked on the last one.
How did he?
Yeah, finally.
Oh, right.
Well,
He looked shocked and astounded when he pulled back. Who did he pull back? That might have been Gundogan, actually.
What was it, Foden, that left back position one? Is that what you're on about?
Oh, no, it's about where the ball is now. It's about there, where he pulled him back. It's going attacking.
Oh, I must have missed that. Oh, so he's literally on a tightrope now then.
Yeah, I'd wind him up as much as I could if
yeah,
I was
I get Jesus.
Out wide to Sterling in the penalty box. Ticks onto his right. Tries to play the ball in, out for a corner on the far side. It's all City now.
Jamie Carragher and Sky is saying that was bad defending rather than a great ball by Edison. I think it was a brilliant ball by Edison. I don't really understand where Carragher's going with that.
Bitter, any.
I mean, to take the ball down.
Better.
Oh, you know we're going to lose this now. Gareth Bale's coming on.
Get ready for golf course.
Ball whipped in. Laporte up for the head and misses it. Clearance by Kane. Only as far as Phil Foden on the penalty box, though. Poor clearance. Phil Foden left-footed. Oh, straight into the arms.
Oh, that was nearly the Liverpool goal again, wasn't it? That was so close to the Liverpool goal again.
Yeah, keeper error.
Oh.
Spurs are everywhere at the moment, aren't they? All over the place, should I say, not everywhere. Dele Alli's playing defensive mid. Shows how far back. And he gives the ball away. Ball crest out to Sterling on the right hand side. Oh, poor first touch straight into the path of Eric Dyer, who's coming away with the ball well. Come on, City, let's get a fourth. I tell you what, though, on top of a good scoreline so far, I know it's 20 minute, 19 odd plus added time to play. Really proud of our back line to hold back Son and Kane. That was the main thing I think a lot of us fans, City fans, were worried about, is keeping them too quiet the way they've been on form this year, and so happy with the way they've done it. And I think Rodri's an underlining character of that as well. Rodri and Bernardo in that midfield.
Lamella's going off, look. That's a shame.
Yeah. Lucky to be on.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we wanted him off. We got our wish.
Still saying 4-1.
I'm really disappointed with Gundogan going off. I hope that's not a bad injury.
No.
I hope that's not a bad one. Bloody hell.
The good thing is, he did walk off relatively comfortably, didn't he? He weren't like screaming in agony trying to walk off or anything. So
That's true.
he might have just niggled it.
That's true,
Players by
actually.
Eric Dyer and Ben Davies. One back by Rodri again. Phil Foden getting into the interception. Zinchenko on the ball now. City looking to be a bit more direct. Or I say that Zinchenko holds up the play and almost gives the ball to Spurs. But City on the ball with Laporte midway in our half. So City possession back again. Start another attack. It's all going our way. This will be, like I said, I don't want to jinx it
Don't
just
say
yet.
anything. Early days. Still early days.
Don't be doing what you did against Liverpool.
It's not,
93rd.
it's not over yet.
Not over yet. 93rd minute, 4-1 up. Not over
This
yet.
is not over yet, pal. Come on. This is nowhere
Brings you
near.
back to the FA Cup game where we were 3-0 down against these in the second half.
True.
It's a long way to go
They
yet.
played that the other night, didn't they?
Another goal would be nice. Let's get right at him. Do you know what? A Phil Foden goal would be lovely.
Yeah, keep his confidence high. He'd probably be a bit dipped after this. He didn't have the best game, was he?
Nah.
Oh, I tell you what, Gundogan taking Sanchez to the shops then was amazing.
Like what Lee said though, Sanchez just falling flat on his face, and quite rightly so, because it was shocking.
He
really.
did that thing with his head, didn't he, when he was on the floor, desperate to try and get in the way of it. It's like, oh.
Was it not Eric Dyer that did that in the past? That defender.
Sergio's warming up, boys.
Oh,
Bring him
God,
on.
you gotta be bricking it if you're a Spurs defender when you see Sergio Aguero coming on, raring to get back into the team. Knowing you're 3-0 down, your defences are 6s and 7s and they still can't defend it.
He'll be absolutely chomping to get a goal and all.
Oh, God, yeah.
No, he really will. He'll be absolutely right on it.
And fingers crossed, I know he's coming back from COVID. Fingers crossed that extra couple of weeks out after being declared technically fit, he'll be keeping on the treadmill and keeping going. Hopefully he's raring a bit more than what he's come back from previous injuries, because he's always been rushed back, hasn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what? You're probably right there. He's never actually properly given himself the recovery he needs. What's the ball?
City's got a good attack here. Sorry, Jesus. Ball played in. I don't think even the Spurs players were expecting that to stop.
Jesus
Sorry.
slowed the game down then, didn't he?
Does that a lot. Just go for the jugular now.
Absolutely, 100%. We don't seem to have... we've got 15 minutes left yet, haven't we? Come on, City.
4 or 5 would be nice against these, wouldn't it? It's a bloody good result, that.
Yeah. Especially after the previous
That's
two.
a foul. Really?
Not being given.
It's gone through the back of him. How's that not a foul?
What's the name of the referee tonight? I never remember his name.
Knobhead.
All
don't
together now. That is Edison's second Premier League assist. Lovely.
Brilliant.
Went the other one to Aguero and he pinged it right up.
Rings a bell.
Short as a bird.
And still, the good thing is, 3-0 up, 15 minutes left to play. Nothing in Spurs' locker.
Yeah, I don't feel worried by Spurs at the minute.
No.
Even if they got one goal, it's kind of like, well, yeah, all right.
They just can't do anything.
Oh, ref.
Oh, that's got to be a yellow card, referee. Eric Dyer getting booked from pulling, well, he was practically jumping on Gabriel Jesus' back. Has to go piggy ride him.
I'll get over it. I don't know.
Oh,
You
his
Oh, what's up with him?
nipple crippled me. This should have been a yellow for Dele Alli and all that. They both done the same thing.
Oh, come on, that's what they have to resort to now.
That's sore losermanship, that, isn't it, if that's a word? You know what I mean?
Losermanship, I like it.
Losermanship.
Yeah.
Doesn't he play
How
for-
many of these belters am I coming out with tonight?
Doesn't he play for Dortmund? Hans Losermanship.
Ball in! Oh, headed over the bar by Aaron.
Oh, Laporte. What a chance. Losermanship's warming up.
I've been offside anyway. Losermanship.
Offsidesmanship. Wait, that sounds more like a word than losermanship.
It's time for a change now. Oh, good timing.
Oh, Maris! He's up!
He's coming. He's coming.
Who's coming out?
Tell you what, he won't be match fit. He's been prattling around on this live for God knows how long.
It's got to be for Jesus.
Been warming up.
It's got to be for Jesus, hasn't it? Has it not?
I score. I reckon, yeah, Jesus will come off. In about 5 minutes, Sergio will come on for someone. Probably Foden.
Have we not already made 2 changes?
No, we have one. Oh, hang
no,
on.
it's just
Gundogan went
Gundogan's
off,
gone
didn't he?
off,
Just
Gundogan
one.
for Torres.
I thought we made 2. Oh. Yeah, definitely then.
Can we just have
Have
a
you really
massive,
given that as a free kick?
a massive reminder that Gundogan cost £20 million?
Bargain.
Absolute bargain.
I've only ever started noticing him since I stopped taking his sleeping tablets.
You mocked me.
Oh, he didn't touch him, did he, there?
Is he giving him a foul there?
Yeah, it's like the balls hit him in
It
the shin.
studs up, wasn't it? Oh,
Didn't touch him at all, though.
The balls hit him in the shin. He's been killed by a ball.
he could have been killed.
He's still on the ground. Oh,
Oh,
dear me.
come on.
What the hell's up with him?
Ref, what pressure you put in the ball?
Maris is on for...
That one. It's got to be Foden, isn't it? Or Foden or Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, give it 5 minutes and then it'll be Foden for Sergio, I reckon. But is there any point, though, for 5 minutes of risking him getting injured? For 5 minutes.
Yeah. But then again, you need match fitness, don't you? You need to play games for match
I
fitness.
think,
Yeah,
I think there's a confidence thing there as well. Isn't there? What's wrong with
Yeah.
Son? Literally, the ball just hit him, but he's gone down fast. They're just taking a breather, aren't they? Tactical changes.
Yeah.
You watch, he'll go off on the sideline though. He'll sprint on. He'll be absolutely right as rain.
Yeah.
Love these new camera angles and the goals are scored where they stop it. They do it in the Bundesliga, don't they? They stop it and do all camera switches.
Oh, like the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's pretty good,
That's
actually.
assist medicine though.
That is a ping, isn't it?
Just well taken by Gundogan as well.
Oh!
Space it in the deck gets funnier every time, doesn't it? Like he's been shot.
He's like a salmon, isn't he? On the beach. Like, oh, put it back in.
It's the way he goes down, does that sort of maggot crawl to try and get the ball off.
Bale has a shot straight in the defence. Oh, he's got around the Bale. He has a shot. Great save by Ederson.
Brilliant, that. Brilliant. I tell you, Bale, he's going to be a threat. We need to be careful here, Blues.
He did
10
well.
minutes to go. It's not over yet, Dan.
If I tell you what, if we lose a 3-0 advantage and we draw or lose tonight, pal, I'll never do one of these lives again. I can put you that. Don't say it.
Packing it in and going home.
Did well though, Bale. Good save from Ederson though. He was tipping out to his right, wasn't he? Still manages to dive to
Brilliant play by Bale there, wasn't it? Oh. Still
It's one
got
that
it.
no one wants to commit and take him out.
Yeah, for the penalty. I can understand that.
Ball whipped in. I
Oh,
think
get
the alley
out.
gone down. Ben Davies wins
What?
it. Shot. Well
How's that
wide.
not a yellow? That's got to be yellow for diving, surely. Don't help him up. Push him over.
Is
Look
he
at this, look.
serious?
Minimal. Oh!
Oh, Salah did that the other day, didn't he?
Salah got a penalty for much less.
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the bit of possession that Spurs are getting. They're coming a little bit back into the creeper. We need to shore up. I don't necessarily think that striking option's the best option here for City in this next 10 minutes. I think.
Problem is though, who do we bring on?
I'd bring
Diaz.
Diaz on.
Mm,
I'd bring Diaz on.
just to shore it up.
Yeah.
On that clean sheet record.
What, for a midfielder and play a back three with the two full-backs a bit further up, play a back five in total?
But I would like to see Sergio.
The heart versus the mind.
Yeah.
Oh, ball over the top. I think Zinchenko clears. Not very well, though, it has to be said. Ali with a head brings it down. Zinchenko wins it again. Only as far as the Spurs player again. He's winning. Oh, good block, Zinchenko again. What a player he's turned out to be since coming back.
He's not going to shag you, mate. You know that, don't you?
There's still a chance for him with Diaz. Zinchenko can get in the line. Just for anyone wondering, I'm married happily with a wife.
Got a wife and everything.
Even had to have a kid to prove that.
Come on, City. Let's get another.
Sorry for... You know, when you just wish you could just mute yourself just by the press of a button.
You can.
Ferran Torres played through on the left wing here. Can't beat the first man.
Oh, come on, lad. Thoughts on Phil's game so far?
Not his best game, is it? Not his best.
It's like how quiet we've kept most of them there. You know, some of the big players, like I say, and with Son and Kane and what have you, just keeping them quiet. And
so after praising more, I've barely seen him.
last 5 home results: win, 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 win.
No goals
Every
conceded.
single one clean sheet.
Buzzing. I tell you what, Zinchenko's been good today. You know.
Yeah.
Zinchenko's
He's
been
not
really
going
good
to shag you,
today.
mate.
I think he would.
I'll tell you, he might.
Yeah, I have it on good authority. Zinchenko will do almost anything for a free snood. And he's marking Bale. Come on, get it clear, City. Get it clear.
Oh, Foden.
Oh, brilliant. Come on.
Gone to Morris.
Oh, there's like 5 minutes left. Come on, City. Son's on the ball. City are hunting in packs again, aren't they? 2s and 3s going after the ball, loose balls. This is going back to their, this is going back to their keeper. Yeah, this is going back to their keeper now. This is going back to their keeper.
Or not.
Oh, maybe not.
All in behind for Kane, who just keeps hold of it, but he's forced all the way out by John Stones, who's been a quiet perfectionist tonight. As John Stones, really, he's not done much, but everything he has that's come to him, he's marked players well, he's held them off well. Good defending all round, and Laporte for that as well. Rodri wins back the ball.
Come on now, let's get another. Come on, Phil.
Sterling! He's going to find Raheem Sterling out on the right-hand side into the penalty box. Takes it down, chips it to absolutely nobody. And Spurs come away with the ball through Son. That was a poor decision by Sterling. He should have taken it on. He only had one man in the way of Lloris, really, didn't he?
So take it on, get the penalty, get Edison up.
Paul Glennon, man of the match, ready for that smile after his assist. I'd be happy with that.
Who's your man in the match, everybody? Let us know who your thoughts are.
Can only be one for me. Hold gun to him.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
Mahrez.
Well, I tell you what, I think Stones on Laporte. I was worried about those two at the start, and I know there's 4 or 5 minutes left, and it's we've not won this yet. But those two have been rocks tonight. They've done really well. But Rodri's sat in front of them two as well. Rodri's been good.
He's been brilliant. And I know what you're going to say, but Zinchenko deserves a shout for man of the match as well. He's been solid throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah,
well, 86.5.
We generally can't fault Zinchenko. Composed, consistent.
And it's his 8th start as well.
You still keeping check of that?
Oh, God, yeah. I think we said 10 before, and then you said, I won't even do 15. So
Yeah, I'll give you that one already, mate. He's been by far the best.
I'm getting a lot of calls for this season, right, though, aren't I? I'm just jotting them down each live we do, just mention them once. I mentioned Ruben Diaz. I mentioned him before he was even linked with City, didn't I?
The problem is, your comments about Gundogan last season just rule everything out.
No, technically not, because if anything, it's another positive for him, because I've been saying his sleeping tablets have been blocking his good view out. Since I've stopped taking his sleeping tablets, which work, I've been able to watch him play as well.
Okay, I'll let you have that.
I don't know what the hell I'm on about, but it works.
Gundogan, people saying Gundogan with 2 goals and an assist, Gundogan man of the match, Paul Glennon, Zinchenko, Billy Ambler, Gundo, Paul Glennon, Mahrez. I think you're lying, Paul.
Another player that's been a quiet perfectionist, Bernardo Silva. He's been everywhere tonight.
Brilliant, Annie.
And City win a corner through Raheem Sterling and Davinson Sanchez, I believe. Plays it off Sanchez and out for a corner with 2 minutes plus added time left to play. City 3, Tottenham 0. Just seeing a replay of Ederson's assist through to Gundogan. What a picture that is.
That's an angle and a half, that is, isn't it?
There you go.
Don't do that. I want to see Ederson's reaction. Move the bloody thing round.
It gets funnier every time you see it.
Oh, dear. He's literally pulled his pants down and spanked him there. Oh.
Ruben Diaz warming up with 1.5 minutes left to play.
Right, it's not time for Sergio, guys.
Ball whipped in by Foden. Cleared well by Spurs. Only as far as Son, who can't control it well. Little dolphin with a football there. Through Foden, he breaks through into the penalty box. Raheem Sterling with a shot. Oh, good save by Lloris. Only as far as John Stones. Lies it off of Mahrez, who is just...
Just had a message from my friend, United fan. Sterling needs to work on his finishing. Yeah.
United need to work on their football.
Says a lot of United fan watching City. Right, Ilkay Gundogan's game by numbers. 87% passing accuracy, 60 touches, 7 touches inside the opposition box. This is our strike midfielder.
Mahrez.
4 shots, 2 shots on target, 2 goals, 2 fouls won, 1 penalty won. He's my man of the match, lads. It's got to be, Annie.
Definitely.
And I'm just...
There's a lot of contenders, it has to be said.
And I'm just about to retweet... No, I'm not going to say it, actually. I'm not going to retweet it. Don't matter. Forget that. Ignore that. Carry on. Not having that.
I'm more interested.
No, not having that. I don't want to jinx anything.
Wow, were you going to say it's all over?
No, nothing about that. It was a tweet from November, the start of November. Sky put something out about City. I'm not. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, what a ball by João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva with a shot down. Tame shot, really. Lloris gets down well.
It really was a tame shot. I think he was looking for a bit more height in that, wasn't he? In his body positioning.
3 minutes of added time.
I'll get Sergio for 3 minutes.
Be no changes now, though, will there?
Wouldn't have thought so.
Oh, Son's got past Zinchenko. He's going to get
That's
there. He
gone.
does. Zinchenko with the block.
That's
out.
our ball. That's our ball, surely.
Camera pan to Mourinho.
The best team lost. The best team lost. Piss off,
I'll tell you what, though, in all seriousness, has Mourinho got to be questioned by his job? Seriously, the results he's had recently have been shocking. And we're talking about 2 months ago, Spurs were at the top of the table.
Go on, get another assist.
Edison, it's it.
Oh, still got the ball, Harry.
Come on,
Rams. Oh, that's dirty.
Oh, that is a filthy challenge.
Ben Davies goes into the book after a dirty foul on Mahrez.
That was filthy.
Two minutes of added time remaining. City are definitely going to see this out now, Tom.
It's not over yet, Dan.
Oh, he's trying so hard not to say it, but you know he's going to come out. Not over yet.
It's not over yet.
That's how you sound, apparently.
It's not over till it's over.
I want a fourth. That'd be nice, that will.
Jamie Carragher's come out on Sky Sports saying the Formidables season doesn't count because we won the Charity Shield. Nice one, Cara. Taste those bitter lemons.
He's such a tool, that bloke.
No need, is there? Can't realise one guy could be such a knobhead.
So is that really what he's going to at this point?
He's commentating on this game saying that.
Such a sore loser, isn't he? Then again, all Scousers are, aren't there? There's probably one or two that are actually genuine people that actually recognised.
Do you know
where
what?
They fit
one of
the
my best mates.
Oh, good play by Mahrez!
Got
Go on, Silky! Oh.
Just needed that final touch, didn't he? He did so well.
One of the best Liverpool fans I know, my best mate. I was his best man at his wedding. Top lad. Knows a lot about football. And he doesn't even come from Liverpool. And that just says a lot. And he's the only one that's half decent I listen to about football.
Carlo Ancelotti's house was attempted to be burgled recently, wasn't it? And turns out the Liverpool.
Is that in Liverpool?
Probably, yeah.
That's Carragher.
Yeah.
Right, come on. Oh, someone had a nibble at him there, didn't he? Come on, let's get another one before the end. Come on. No, we're playing it now, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're
that'll be it.
Come on. Blow the whistle, ref.
Now,
Swing.
whistle up to his mouth, and City have won for their. Is that their 16th win in a row? Not only did we beat that record last match against Liverpool, we've extended it by another game, another clean sheet, top of the league, plus 32, 8 points clear if I'm right now, with a game in hand over Leicester in second, level on games with United. What a day, what a time. Come on, City!
Come on, boys. The next game is Wednesday night. Everton. 8:15 kickoff. Tough game, that, lads. Toughy men. Always a tough game against Everton.
Was it at Everton?
It's at Everton, yes, it is.
8-0 City.
8-0 City, you going for that, are you?
Well, apparently that's my famous quote from City, Dave. I say, are we at the Etihad or where are we? And I say 8-0, so that's on it. Nah, I think with the confidence oozing through, Everton will be cocky. I think we'll win that.
Hopefully.
I've just had a message from my Everton mate. I'm sure Everton will batter you on Wednesday. Maybe not.
But no, in all seriousness, first half was a bit sloppy. Glad we went in 1-0 to the good. Second half, we really stepped it up and started playing well. Good performance
That's
all round.
11 Premier League wins in a row, that Blues.
How many clean sheets is that now, I wonder?
Not sure. It's a good shout. And the only thing I'm worried about now is what Gundogan's like. Is Gundogan okay?
True.
I'm a little bit worried.
Tell you what,
I say he walked himself off, which is always a good sign, but with muscular injuries, it's always a miss, isn't it?
Very true.
Hopefully we'll get an update soon.
Yeah, we should have one in the next couple of days, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if we didn't see him on Wednesday night, though.
Nah, even if he's fit, I don't think he'll play.
No, just be on the safe side.
That'd be a good one for Aguero to start, that would.
Hey, who knows? With Aguero coming back now, Aguero might start. Phil Foden dropping in into centre and playing maybe Ferran Torres or Mahrez with Sterling. You know, now we've got a striker, or Jesus can even swap out to the left. You know, now we're starting to get options again, which is
nice,
good.
isn't it?
I mean, don't get me wrong, Gundogan's going to be a huge miss if he's out for a few games. Hopefully he's not out for one, but just seeing the Premier League table there. Oh, sorry, we're 7 points clear of Leicester because they won today. Plus 32 in goal difference. We are a good 13 plus better off in terms of goals than fourth place Liverpool, who are the highest score, who's got a better goal difference in the top four.
Who do you
What the hell's happened to the camera then? I think the drone outside City got hit by a bird then. Honestly, rewind if you can see. I think the drone was just panning on the outside of the Etihad with the stats on the thing. And then the drone just started spinning around and falling down.
No.
Let's have a look. Rewind that.
What? Who have United got tomorrow?
West Brom away.
Come on, the Baggies.
Hmm.
Right,
Big
lads.
Sam likes his gravy.
He does love his gravy, doesn't he? Come on, Billy lad. Right, lads, I think that's it for the night.
That is falling to the ground, that is.
That's an expensive drone gone.
I think we're
But
done,
yeah.
boys. I think we're done. And a great victory that 3-0 against the Spuds. Brilliant. Very, very.
And in
very,
the words
very
of Nat, carrying on from my words, that's winmanship.
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 Thank you to everybody on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube for watching. Thank you for our club supporter Mares. Lee, Mares needs to come back on a Wednesday now, mate.
Yep, he'll be here.
Mares needs to come back on Wednesday. Lucky has.
Lucky Morris.
Lucky Mares. Thanks everyone for watching. Brilliant that. Happy days. We'll speak to you on Monday night where we'll do a live show. And hopefully we'll be a few more points ahead. Who did Liverpool? Who did United play? Liverpool lost 3-1.
West Brom away.
West
West
Brom
Brom.
away. We're 7
That'd
points
be
clear.
lovely, wouldn't it?
7 points clear. Hopefully we'll still be 7 points clear on Monday night. Thank you,
And
boys.
to add to everyone's happymanship, there we go.
Oh, you've done it
By
again.
Monday night, Liverpool could end up being 7th out of their hands.
That's optimism ship, that is. I like that.
Hopemanship. Anyway, boys, yes. Take care.
See you. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, boys.